Hello and welcome to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card Game Podcast, recorded on this day, Friday, April 5th. I'm Matt Carter.
Kyle Oliver.
I'm Justin Bell.
We're here. This one's more like official.
It is.
Why?
I guess.
I don't know.
And today we're talking about...
International 7.
Yay!
Knight of Stars.
King of
It's
the
a bad
Knight of
pun.
Stars.
It's a really bad pun.
I like this name.
But you can't just say, no, it's not a pun.
Well, I mean, I thought you guys were saying you didn't like it.
I don't like it.
It's really... I think it's a boring name.
Return of the King of Knight of Stars.
No, it's because the Constellars are Knights of Stars.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
And because at night there's stars.
Yeah, what's up with that, huh? Knight.
Star bright.
Knight.
Okay, anyway, before we
spelled
get
it
too far,
NIT,
before we get too far with that, with, you know, this stuff.
Saying the same word over and over again.
How's everyone?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chocolate Matt.
Yeah, I'm eating a chocolate bunny, so that'll be done in a sec.
Maybe.
No, it won't.
Are you just
So
gonna-
a listener commented on our sludge cache. Sludge. It's a cache of sludge, so it's
A huge cache.
but on our sludge cast post on the website, I'm going to go to it as soon as my internet loads up, and it ignited a very interesting passion.
Oh.
I was like, wait a minute, yes, it makes so much sense. So I'll get to it. So, guys, it's from Binksy. He says, guys, really awesome podcast lately, exclamation point. So I have a few questions, hopefully you guys will have time to answer them. What are the key factors that make a deck faster than others? And I guess, how would you define fast in Yu-Gi-Oh? 2, what are ways to make a non-Tier 1 deck faster, like zombies for instance, which have typically been a slow deck because of having to fill the graveyard to toolbox from it and not having good, consistent draw mechanisms? Number 3, can you guys think of a way to summon Valkyrion the Magna Warrior easily? I know the card is old school and bad, but the Transformers nerd in me just really wants to beat people with it, haha. And then he goes on to thank us. No, that's fine, Binksy, that's fine. So, we'll go in order. What are the key factors that make a deck faster than others, and how would we define fast?
Fast is speed.
Fair enough. So,
But,
Justin.
Oh, that was it. That wasn't it. But,
You got yours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Justin, fast. How would you define, or what makes a deck faster than others, and how would you define fast in Yu-Gi-Oh?
3 things. 1, lots of special summoning. Cards that special summon themselves. Cards that are like facilitate multiple special summons. 2, cards that are as a part of an archetype. Cards that are like all in one, like one stops. Like cards that fill the graveyard, that special summon, that set up the purpose of whatever archetype you're running. They all do it all in one, or they are very specific. Like there's a card for each faucet. There's no like you waste your time normal summoning and then waiting for it to go to the graveyard by itself. It normal summons when it does. It sends itself to the graveyard, and then it special summons something else. And 3 is a spammable out to any problem that your opponent might put in front of you. Like being able to solve problems with just one boss monster that's easily special summonable is a boon because you don't have to waste multiple cards and waste time going around whatever they put on the field. That's how I define it.
Any examples?
Agents.
The ability to translate hand advantage into field advantage as quickly as possible.
Quickly, easily, and without losing advantage in the translation. Or even gaining it. It's like we play one card, Venus, and suddenly you have a Gachi and a 2000 attack monster, and it simultaneously sets up your graveyard for, what's it called?
Everything.
For your Hyperion.
For Hyperion
and Christia
and Christia.
later.
And I would say having access, having the ability to touch a lot
every
of
part
cards.
of your deck.
So like you were saying, Venus gets the shine balls. That's kind of a way to search shine balls, and not only does it facilitate what you're doing for the rest of the game, basically, but it also has a purpose. It sets up like a defense. It gives you time. And then like ninjas do a ton of searching, which is why I like playing them. Fire fists do a ton of searching. Cards touch other cards. And I think the more access you have to the cards in your deck to pull them out or put them on the field, the faster your deck will become.
The ability to do exactly what you want whenever you need to.
And not having to wait. Like, zombies have when this card is sent to the graveyard or when this card is destroyed by battle.
You may want to do synchros with zombies, but you have to wait a couple of turns.
Destroyed.
Unlike Fire Fist, where they don't really have to wait if they don't want to, but they choose to. So they technically are fast, but they don't have to be.
Very true.
They can play it out slowly and gain from doing that.
Which is why I think decks that can go like in and out of multiple stages of like slow and spam are also fast and powerful. Yeah,
like it was dumb windups. Like they got hit, and like I'm talking about the last time they got hit, not the recent time they got hit.
The Zen Mighty to 1.
Yeah, they turned into like a really fast hand looping deck to a stupidly slow like control deck with a bunch of traps that could explode even if they wanted to.
They're really slow and then randomly choose to OTK you.
Yeah.
Or not so randomly.
They choose to go slow until they see an opening and then they OTK you.
And then number 2, what are ways to make a non-tier deck or a non-tier 1 deck faster like zombies, which, like you said, had to fill up the graveyard in order to toolbox them. And I think we kind of answered that with number 1.
Inject nitrous oxide.
Some decks don't have the potential to become faster. And those ones are usually decks nobody cares about at all.
I think you compare whatever deck you're trying to build to whatever deck you consider tier 1 or a couple decks, and you see how they operate and what you think they're doing that makes them faster than your deck, and try to copy that. But the hard thing is finding cards that fit the purpose.
It's hard to just inject nitrous oxide.
Some decks, there's not like a specific card that just does it for everyone.
Yeah.
Sometimes relying on randomness is a good idea. Like in the case of zombies, maybe you want to just mill out your entire deck and call it a day.
Just run reasoning.
Just hope that you just randomly get what you need. Because randomness is very fast.
Very true. Very true.
But the disadvantage is it's random.
It could be slow. It could be slow, or it could make you unhappy while playing.
Inconsistent.
Yeah.
Like, one guy is just going to call 3 when you get reasoning, you're going to get Spirit Reaper, and you're like, oh, that sucks.
Yep.
Your day's going to be done.
And then the third one is a way to summon Valkyrion.
No.
This isn't horrible.
It's so much better than I thought it was.
There's plenty of things.
You're prepared?
So first off, there's Black Golem. Obvious Black Golem.
Black Golem. Well, yeah, of
Can
course.
bring back any 2 Magna Warriors. And then you just need the other one, right?
There's also Rescue Rabbit.
Rescue Rabbit, which will be Brian and that. Summons 2, loads your graveyard. What does Valkyrion do?
It's so good.
Is it?
It's so good. Why is it so good?
Not.
It's so good.
No, it's
so
not.
Good.
I know what it does. I had the card for like forever.
But you didn't. Now that we have like updated card text, card is good. So actually, I have to go to the Wikia to see the Legendary Collection.
Am I gonna regret trading it? I traded it a while ago.
You won't regret it. You're never gonna do anything. I would if the cards.
How much is it?
It's like nothing.
Really?
All right, so
updated card. What are you talking about? This card is old as
there's a common one.
Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must first be special summoned from your hand by attributing 1 alpha, beta, and gamma the Magnet Warrior from your hand or your side of the field.
I'm already like
not too hard.
First thing you do is you just run triple call behind.
Well, yeah.
Oh no, this card's good now.
And you contribute this card to target 1 alpha, beta, and gamma in your graveyard and special summon them.
Gosh, this
abusable, son.
Dumb.
Got good stats too.
Didn't it used to be like
35, 38, 50? Huh?
Didn't it used to be only on the field?
I don't know. It doesn't matter what it used to be because it's worse, or we just didn't know.
Oh, it's level 8.
And we didn't have 3 calls, so Oh my gosh.
So obviously you're running Rabbit and the thingies and Black Golem.
Mhm.
Anything else?
And I was like, now I get to pull out my my catapult zone, sending random stuff to the graveyard. And then I was running Solidarity, and then
I guess that makes sense.
Digusta Emerald can special summon the Magna Warriors,
That's
and it's a
funny.
rock,
Yeah.
Wow.
and it just summons more of itself.
But it doesn't work
basically.
with Black Golem.
What?
It doesn't work with Black Golem because it's wind.
Oh, true.
Which is sad.
Which is wait, which
What's
card?
wind?
Black Golem cannot revive monsters if there's non-Earth monsters in the graveyard.
Oh, true. That's fine.
The problem is like summoning all the Magnum Warriors the first time, which
Or
is
getting them
difficult.
You don't have to summon them; they can be in your hand.
Oh, it does from your hand?
Yeah,
And
what's up
or-
with that?
Tributing
Yo.
in your hand? That's so easy.
I know.
So then,
Dark Factory,
Yeah,
mass,
that's all
mass
you
production, obviously, which is why Catapult Zone sends them to the graveyard.
or you could run what's that one? Rockfall? Not.
Rock Bombardment.
Yeah.
That sends one to the graveyard and inflicts 500 damage to your opponent.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
I actually wanted to run this. I just wanted to run this with a Revival Golem in a deck.
That'd be a Dante.
Hey, that's not. This is actually a good
No,
idea.
that's not terrible.
It just remember how people run Instant Fusion.
Yeah.
There's not much difference.
for revival going.
Yeah.
Mm.
The difference is that
Oh, yeah.
it's just different,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a trap because they can like. Wait, can he miss his timing?
Revival Golem cannot miss his time.
Oh, good. So then they can like try to MST it or something dumb, and you're like, oh, Revival Golem. So it's like multifaceted since like Instant Fusion doesn't defend you.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you think they're just gonna attack over you, add it to your hand,
Yeah.
which
And
is just
then
good.
I was also thinking about the Kokimaru
Of course.
guys for some attack. You know, you got to get yourself in there, do some damage. And then
Unfortunately, how the Magna Warrior is just gonna stink.
hey, with Solidarity,
They're better.
People start MSTing things, and it's really, really funny. I made someone quit once. It was really hilarious. They were just
That's
like,
horrible.
I'm not gonna.
You've been using?
I played with this deck. I was like, I just want to try it and see if I can. I never summoned Valkyrion because you just don't get it to your hand. But I had potential a couple times.
Earth. Oh, there is. Oh, okay. Okay. Continue talking.
And then I was like, the Chronomaly monsters are kind of cool because they're rocks, and you can kind of summon Leviair if something gets banished, like Rescue Rabbit. I was just thinking about it. So I just kind of put a bunch of ideas into a deck, and then that's what I got.
That's just...
So yeah, Valkyrion. Surprisingly awesome. What you looking for, Kyle?
I'm looking for all the Earth Fiend monsters so that you could run Dark Calling and Dark Fusion.
Oh, of course.
Goblin Elite Attack Force is pretty good.
Hmm.
Tim Tempo.
Tim Temple.
Super.
Oh, and Vilepon Arch.
God, wow, partner change.
But no, Clock Resonator is kind of cute, I guess.
Good.
Um,
What does that do?
once per turn, this face of defense card cannot be destroyed by battle or card.
Oh, yeah, that's one of my favorite ones.
Unfortunately, you can't really run the tour guide with it, even though that'd be great.
Hmm.
Because tour guide's dark. There's Lucius. Earthbound Spirit, if you're running the tour guide. Not tour guide, the rabbit, I guess that's kind of a thing.
Earthbound Spirit, a level 4 Fiend Earth
But it's
monster.
weak, so
You're
it doesn't really
already
work
running-
with Dark Fusion.
How many Magna Warriors are you running?
I ran 2 of each.
You're running 6 normal monsters.
Hey, man.
6 normal monsters, that seems normal. There's also
It does
Emissary
seem normal, Kyle.
from Pandemonium.
Ew.
You know,
It's got 26.
he is right.
I just
There's
don't
also
like
Infernal Gainer.
it. I like Infernal Gainer. That's like only for fiends.
Yeah. I thought about running a, what was it,
Maliage?
Masked Hero deck
Mm.
using Infernal Gainer.
Mm.
It probably would.
Because I was like, gosh, all of the Earth hero monsters suck. He's like the best one. That's the horrible.
Infernal Gainer?
Yeah.
Mm.
You can use Mass Change on Infernal Gainer.
Mm.
And Malicious Edge.
Mm.
Valley Edge.
Oh, I was thinking about a card that they could just... it would be awesome if they gave a card to the Magna Warriors. Just like Magna Warrior Delta. I don't know. When you summon it, you can send a Magna
Bring back a
Warrior
Magnet
to your
Warrior from your
graveyard.
deck.
To add a
No,
Magna
add one
level
to your
4
hand.
Magnet Warrior. So to summon a Magnet Warrior from your graveyard when it's normal summoned. They could make that. That'd be fine. People would be upset because they'd be like, that's too good.
But I want something
you'd
that
have to run
adds
Magna
Valkyrion to my hand.
That'd be the new tier 1 deck. Magna Warriors. Dumb.
Like, you can rabbit into
Huh.
two
I
Magna Warriors.
don't know
on your side of the
why
field.
Rabbit is good in that deck. You have to summon
It
the
is.
same one, don't you?
You
have to
summon two
summon two
Magnet
of the same
Warriors,
one. Who
but
cares?
still, you got two
Dark
Magnet
Factory
Warriors.
of mass production, and then you can do whatever.
Free Xyz monster, just one
I
card.
hope you have
Pearl?
a way besides. Oh my gosh! I hope you have a way besides
Fairy King Albvardic.
Aluvardic. Yeah,
But,
I
no,
hope
you
you
can
have.
run-
I hope you have a way besides Valkyrion to like utilize that advantage.
You should run Dark Lucius level 8 and trade in.
Why Dark Lucius?
Because it's a Earth Fiend.
Luscious.
Oh, for
Trade in with Dark Calling.
Oh, so bad.
Cool. So that was that.
Yeah, but that would be interesting. I really want to see that happen.
Mm-hmm. See, right? It's just cool.
Maybe there's some hidden.
Diamond
card out
Direwolf
there.
is an Earth rank 4. Gaga Cowboy. Kachikochi Dragon.
Croachy.
Ooh, Tin Archduke. We'll get into that today.
Maybe there's a card out there that supports Magna Warriors. You just don't know that.
No, there's not.
You sure?
Yeah, no.
Diamond Direwolf's not horrible. Rabbit to pop a card to get your cards in the grave.
Unless Rhoda adds cards with warrior in their card name to your hand.
No, the Magnet Warrior.
Yeah. Valkyrion the Magna Warrior.
Maybe
Oh,
there's-
add it to your hand.
Have you looked at all the rock support?
I have.
There's
It's
nothing.
surprisingly thin.
Not surprising, actually.
There's only like a handful of traps, and then there's like double a handful. There's like 2 handfuls of spells.
Tell me what to do, random people.
Part of the Underdog.
Oh,
Mega Rock Dragon. Ugh, guy played the Earth Giant. That card's good, though.
I like that card.
Card Trooper. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Card Trooper. Where did my guy plates go?
No one knows.
Did I trade them?
Phantom of Chaos.
I thought about Phantom of
Valkyrion
Chaos.
in your graveyard to revive all of them. That's not bad.
It's not bad. I actually forgot to put that in here.
Especially if you're trade-in
Yeah.
using.
Yeah.
You use Phantom of Chaos, tribute them to revive them.
Mhm.
Good. Good.
+2.
It's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Then you summon the true skill successor, the actual Magna Warrior you have in your hand. Valkyrion.
Oh, and then you DDR it back. You tribute it again.
But you can't use that one.
What?
Because it was never successfully summoned.
Oh, fair enough.
But, I
Unless
think...
it was
oh,
successfully summoned.
No.
Unless,
no.
of course, it was.
Unless it was.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it was.
So, are we done with this now? Are we done?
We're done with
Kind
that
of-
now.
What
Yeah.
kind of prologue was that?
That was fun.
I just thought it was cool, and I wanted to.
It was the Magnet prologue.
Mm-hmm.
I've always liked the yellow one.
Me too.
Now, we don't get to introduce ourselves. We don't get to say what we've been doing.
Yeah, we
I
do.
literally just said what I was doing.
Oh.
What were you doing, Justin?
What were you doing, Kyle?
Kyle, what was I doing? Fire things.
Oh, yeah.
I'm moving on to the fire. Now that I don't know what I was doing last time. What was it all related to anything?
I think you were talking about Hero Heat.
Oh, yeah, Flaming Heroes.
But I've moved all of my ideas to fire monsters.
Mm.
So there's heat, there's fire kings, and then there's volcanics. That's my
Oh
new
yeah, that's
direction.
true. You
Oh,
picked
so-
up the Fire Kingdom.
So you moved all your ideas to the Flaming Cloud?
Yeah, the flaming cloud. So now all my ideas have moved on
Mm.
from what was, I guess it was like Prisma
Looks like you
and
didn't get
everything
that.
that entails.
Did you get that?
No.
He moved all his ideas to the cloud.
Yeah,
Oh,
the flaming cloud.
The Flaming Cloud. I see. Nice,
Okay.
nice.
But there's a card in this set that I thought was really interesting, though. That it was funny. There's a 450 attack pyro monster.
Mm.
And I was like, oh yeah, Blaze Accelerator.
Oh, that reminds me. I tried out Hazy Flames for the first time in
Nice.
forever. Because I was just like, I haven't done them like yet, and I was using Yugi Pro and I was dealing with them. And I have been, I think you know, Kyle, like trying them out. They're interesting.
Very cool. Do you need the 200 defense like pyro one?
The like Griffin,
Griffin,
or the I don't remember what it's called, but
That
I
came
think
in the structure deck.
yes, I think I am using that one.
Cerberus
in
and
the online deck
him
that I'm
are
testing.
the only
200 defense.
200 defense ones.
So I'm using like 3 Rekindling. I'm using Fire Dog to search Cerberus, and what
Yeah.
else am I doing? It's hard to remember because I've moved from more of a
Start drawing.
Basilicock build to just more of
Being
a
a douche.
spam build. But
Being a douche.
so no, I'm running Summoner Monk, Star Drawing, and Shaolin the Prophet as like Summoner Monk rank 4, I guess, and Engine, so I can summon Phoenix and Lobble Chain and like other random
Phoenix.
4s. Or I mean, Lobble Chain and Digusta Emerald.
Oh.
I keep thinking Digusta Phoenix. And I was like, Summon Monk for Star Drawing if I just need to go into a random 4 is not bad. It makes up in the plusy stuff. And then Shaolin the Prophet is an 1800 attack, 200 defense fire monster. It's a spellcaster, so it works with Rekindling. And I've just been changing it up. It's pretty cool. Running some Molten Destruction.
Yeah.
Just
Cards that just piss people off.
Cards that
Good.
just piss people off.
You're not supposed to run that card. That card's supposed to be bad.
No, it's not.
I know.
No, I thought of running like Jirax with Molten Destruction.
Run evil with Molten Destruction.
That was like essentially the same, except
Yeah.
Dragweep is better than Evil.
Logia.
Yeah,
Logia
with 2,900 attack.
Oh, that's so good.
But then it'd be better to be running a dinosaur deck with was it Jurassic World? Because then you get to run what is that guy? Destroyosaurus.
Discard the address.
Oh yeah, and then you just run triple call. You just keep bringing back your Destroyosaurus.
And attributing it for infinite Jurassic Worlds.
No, you discard it from your hand.
Oh.
You just discard it because it's a dinosaur that's level 4.
Yeah.
And you're running level 4 dinosaurs. 'cause
Oh yeah.
they're good.
So easy Logia.
Lots of Logia everywhere.
Easy.
Even in my
I remember
underwear.
what I was doing.
Oh, continue.
Prophecies.
Oh yeah.
I'm slowly rebuilding Nordics for their
Nth
latest
time.
Their end time.
Nth.
Nth time.
Their
yeah.
nth iteration.
Yes, this will be the true embodiment of Neo Nordics.
Neo Nordics are the greatest.
I don't even know how I came up with that name originally, but I'm
It was
glad
just
I
their
did.
name, their new name for when they become the best deck ever. They'll be known as Neo Nordics. So it's this ever looming future deck.
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy that'll never fulfill itself.
Yeah,
No.
which is kind of funny.
But no. Prophecies. They're finally
Sisyphus.
sleek.
You know who Sisyphus is?
Yeah, a guy who is he the guy? Oh, the Sisyphean labor.
Yep. Perpetually pushing the rock up
Yeah,
the hill.
the rock. Yeah, I was about to say that.
Guess where he's never going to get? To the top of the hill.
And what was the cruelty? The rock would
It just slipped down.
It would slide further back when you push it up. I think, right?
Mhm.
So
Why
you'd
not?
push it and then it'd be like,
Why not just perpetually keep pushing it?
Because
too big.
impossible.
Oh, he'd be like, "Huh," and then he'd try to move up, and the rock would be right there.
I don't actually know because it's a.
There's probably
Fail.
there's probably a diagram somewhere on Wikipedia. I'll look it up later.
yeah. But
It's surprising what prophecies. I mean, how sleek the deck became when I just replaced 3 cards. So it was at 41 cards for some reason. So I was like, okay, I needed to slim it down for when I went to the tournament. So I took out the Upstart Goblins because, I don't know, giving my opponent 1,000 life points was like losing me some games. And the deck doesn't go. It doesn't go off fast enough and hard enough to run Upstarts and give them life points. Because after testing it, it was more of a control deck. It's you get a High Priestess, you get 2 if you're lucky, and then you summon it, and you try and control the game state for 3 turns with High Priestess until you win. And using Upstart was kind of harming us. So I took it out, and I put in Injection Fairy, and that card was amazing. The most amazing testing.
hooray,
Yay!
Lily.
It got me. It won me 2 games by itself. It attacked over Shockmaster in 1 game when he
Funny.
called spells, and it attacked over what was it? Oh my gosh!
We're all realizing that old cards that used to be limited are actually still good.
Whoa!
Snipe Hunter says, "Bye."
Snipe Hunter.
Snipe Hunter's so funny. I've won really bad games for that, where they open something, set 3, and then I summon Snipe Hunter. And then they're just kind of okay. And I just discard 4 cards.
You mean you discard 2?
Yeah, I ended up discarding 2 in the end, technically, and I've got 3 or 4 cards left in my hand, and I'm like... and then,
Discard 4, but you lose 2.
yeah, and then I end my turn by setting 2 cards, and then they drop a turn, they have 3 cards in their hand and no cards in the field, and they're like...
This setup looks so much better 1 turn ago.
Yeah, I think it's funny.
systematically dismantled. It's funny, like I saw you doing it too, Devin. It's
The
like
loop.
You pop, and then you hit the star later or faster, just like.
Yeah, and I was like, oh.
I'm not gonna heavy star to give it to that. No.
No, that deck doesn't even run MST or Heavy Storms. That's kind of funny. That's
That's
how little that deck cared. When they set cards, it gets like really dangerous. When you're running ninjas and Snipe Hunter, and they set cards, they're like in a bad spot. I do like this really bad juggling when you start setting cards. I'm like, oh, you're setting cards? I'm like, Red Dragon Ninja, Chidori, Snipe Hunter, the last two. And then you're like,
Oh no, this wasn't supposed to happen like this. So.
And then I know like your next 2 turns, and it's like assured victory, but it takes a while.
Tactical
It's really
dismantling.
awkward.
Yeah.
Awkward flopping.
So,
great.
is there anything you guys want to say more before we move into the topic for today?
I tested Fabled Heraldics.
Oh, that's right. I unfortunately remember that.
It didn't really work at all.
The Fableds are just so cloggy when they don't have stuff to do.
You were like channeling my spirit. Like at first, like you using the Fables and it was terrible, and then like you forced yourself to not.
I only drew Heraldics and they just work better by themselves, and I was like,
Just like I learned something today.
It made me want to split the decks up. It gave me the idea that I thought was cool. The Fabled Xyz deck. Which I'll definitely try that, though. Where, especially with these new rank whatevers that require light monsters in this new set we're going to talk about today. The Hidden Arsenal 7 Knight of Stars. No news today. This is news. The topic today is news.
One more thing. We have a root beer store up by where I live. I went there.
You've never been there?
I've never been there.
Oh.
What is he talking about?
There's a root beer store.
What's it called?
That sells only root beer.
Well, they sell more than that.
Oh, they sell root beer and cream soda and like flavored fruity drinks and stuff. I'm talking about a store.
Yeah, I know, but
It's
like,
called the
what's
root
the
beer
name?
store. The root beer store.
Yeah, okay. I was like, it's called the root beer. You never been there?
No.
He's never been there. I got 2 clear cream sodas.
Yeah, I got one of those.
Did you get Fago?
I don't think it was Fago, but it was like, the bottle was like this. Like a flask.
Oh, man.
And it was just clear, and it had this like blue writing on the glass.
Interesting. I don't know. I think I had one of something similar. But anyways, I got that. It was so awesome that we have a root beer store. It's ridiculous.
We used to go there a lot more, like last year. I don't know why.
I missed out on that. Then.
It was John and Justin. Not this Justin. Other Justin, by the way. We know so many Justins.
We have
Jays.
duplicates of almost every name in our group.
Unless it starts with a K, it is duplicated. But if it starts with a K, there's lots of people who have names that start with K.
All right, so now we'll move into Le Hidden Arsenal.
What kind of introduction was that?
I don't know. Okay, Hidden Arsenal 7 comes out... When is this? I didn't...
April 27th.
April 26th.
Ooh.
I was wrong.
That's so sad. That's after regionals.
Hey, look, here it is right here.
Good. Yep. I didn't want this.
That would have been nice, but then again... you just don't want to have to deal with that. You just want to win and not have anybody contest you.
Yes.
You just want to win.
No contest.
No contest.
Oh. Yeah, so comes out then. It is the combination of 2 of the dual terminals.
First of all, let's tell what it's called. Hidden Arsenal 7, Knight of Stars.
We've already said that.
No, we did.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I just said it again.
Oh, it's a combination of dual terminal Sacred Star Knights and dual terminal Ouroboros, the Wicked Dragon of Destruction. Ouroboros. So,
the background story for like this particular part of the Hidden Arsenal.
It's pretty
well,
weird.
I mean, it's like not this particular one, just the entire Hidden Arsenal was like the Gitchkis were just like, well, we have a problem here, so let's resurrect the dragons that like genocided things a while ago. That'll be fine. Oh, they got infected. Well, we're screwed.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically how that goes.
And they try to resurrect dragons.
Trishula, yeah, oh, the virus, ooh, oh.
And the L swarm virus infects them, and they become evil swarms.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to defeat them, knights from the stars come down to try and just come from the sky.
Yep.
But in the end, Sophia wipes out everything in existence.
Yay!
Problem solved.
Mm-hmm.
Problem solved. That was a very, very sloppy summary of it, but it's succulent. Did I say that word right?
Second?
Succulent.
I don't even know what he's trying to say.
Sufficient.
No.
Oh.
I know how to say that word.
Succulent.
No, it's Succient.
Succinct.
Succinct.
Yeah, I've never used that word in real life.
Oh, he's only read it.
I've read it
Very
many
cool.
times.
But lots of archetypes here. 4 new archetypes, but really only 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then 4 old archetypes receiving more support.
Master Diabound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we got Gem Knights, Gishki, Lavels, and Gusto receiving more support.
I'm so happy you said that. I'm glad someone got that.
I don't get it.
It's Master Diamond.
Yeah.
Master Diabound. But no, Gem Knights are getting a lot of support.
They get a lot of really important stuff in this. I forgot, it was so long ago we were running Gem Knights that I forgot they needed this card, and I just ignored it, right?
This card being...
Are you talking about the Earth one? Or the
Yeah,
Light one?
Zirconia.
Zirconia. The giant fist beat stick.
Dare you. That card's amazing.
Justin points at DD Jet Iron, which I wrote poop next to, and he says that card's amazing. But Gishkis are receiving...
It has 4,000 attack.
Are receiving 3 new ritual monsters and a couple of kind of stinky normal cards.
Actually, it might have 45.
And then the Lavels actually only receive 2 cards, but they're so important that it's stupid.
Molten Convection Field.
Yeah. And then Gustos kind of do nothing except give us Dagust Emerald.
Squirrow.
I mean, that's the first thing they've done for us, I guess.
Yeah,
That's
literally.
beneficial.
Besides attempting to make some kind of stupid OTK.
Does that
Yeah.
still work?
No,
No.
Why not?
because
Mind
my master
Masters.
is banned.
Good.
And then we got the 2 new archetypes, the Constellars and the Evil Swarm. Everybody is in a stir about them. You probably know a fair amount already.
You
And
probably already hate evil swarms.
You've probably already met someone who runs Eel Swarms.
I'm more irritated when playing Constellars. That deck's really
I am
dirty.
I have not actually played.
I feel like it's more dirty than Evil Swarms.
What does it do?
Evil Swarms are really... We'll get into that.
It really punishes you for making a mistake.
Yeah, you get, dead for playing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But Evil Swarms is really straightforward. It's like you've played Hero Beat before.
Mm-hmm.
They'll beat you down with some monsters. Sometimes they'll summon an Xyz that's strong. And then there's DD Jet Iron, but it's kind of I gave that the name, that as the name, but they don't have a thing that correlates them together. There's this archetype of really crappy monsters that go together to summon DD Jet Iron.
Does it have 4,000?
4,000 attack.
Nothing with 4,000 attack has ever been bad.
Let's go verify that, everybody.
Yeah, I agree. Wait. Big Koala.
Huh?
No, that doesn't have 4,000 attack. Get out of here. That's 38.
It does only have 38.
38 has nothing. See, look at all these amazing monsters.
So first we got both the Arcana Force EX, the Dark Ruler and the Light Ruler. They're both okay. Barbroy, the Ultimate Battle Machine, that's pretty good. Blue Eyes, Ultimate Dragon, no, that's horrible.
No.
Darkness Neosaur's pretty good. Dragon Master Knight, that's okay. 500 Dragon's pretty good. Haman, horrible. Machina Force, some of these end up being good, ironically. Machina Force is horrible, actually, but it does do something beneficial.
But you can use it. And
Majestic Red Dragon, one of the best effects ever, and one of the worst cards ever. Malefic Paradox Dragon, pretty bad. Malefic Rainbow Dragon, I'm not too fond of that. Hey look, Master of Oz, 4,200 attack.
That's what I meant.
Oh, God.
Oh, Mechlord Astro Mechanical, that's probably one of the best cards I've ever read in my life.
Really?
No. Horrible. So bad. Rainbow Dark Dragon kind of stinks. Rainbow Dragon, how many times have we talked about how bad that card is?
Odin,
Unbelievable.
Lord of the Aces.
What about Rocket Arrow Express?
Is that good?
It's like the bad version of DD Jet Iron.
What?
Two-dimensional robot galaxy destroyer. If you summon that, give us a whoop whoop. And the wicked dread root. Okay.
Hey, Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem.
That thing's good.
Ultimate Ancient Gear.
It's the fusion of an Ancient Gear Golem and 2 Ancient Gear monsters, and inflicts trample or piercing. And if it's destroyed, you summon an Ancient Gear Golem from your graveyard, ignoring summoning conditions. But you use Power Bond, you summon an 8800 attack monster and attack for game, and you win.
Ooh.
It's happened. I used Scapegoats, and they did it.
Stand.
After I used Scapegoats, and I was like, well... well, and then you can't use anything when it attacks, I believe, right? Yeah, they can't activate spells and traps when it attacks. Sorry. So now that we've confirmed that there's bad monsters with 4,000 attack...
Calls me on my bluff.
A very funny...
okay, so there's that DD Jet Iron one, which has got like 5 or 4 other monsters, and this... It's kind of like Valkyria and the Magnum Warrior, where you summon DD Jet Iron. And then there's the Tin/Iron
Wait a minute,
archetype.
is that the only effect it has?
Huh?
Does it have an effect that makes it good?
No.
It just has 4,000 attack?
You contributed to summon the 4 things from the graveyard.
Yeah, that's what it does.
And what do the monsters that make up it do?
We'll get into them. Actually, we'll start with them just to appease you. So, DD Jet Iron.
Esper Star Sparrow.
4,000 attack.
Okay.
0 defense. Level 10 machine. It's light, so you can banish it for...
So the Cyber Elf...
Cyber Eltonin, yes. And that's 2 level 10 monsters right there, right? For your Gustav Max. It can't be normal set. Must first be special summoned from your hand by sending 1 DD Esper Star Sparrow, Beast Warrior Puma, Phoenix Beast Gyruda, and Iron Hammer the Giant from your hand or face up on your side of the field to the graveyard.
Well, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, and you contribute this card to target 1 of each of those 4 that I already said in your graveyard and special summon them.
Also sounds familiar.
And, I mean, it's really obvious what you do with this.
Look how cool.
Not
Throw
really.
it away and play Valkyria and the Magnum Warrior.
Yeah, really. Because it's actually better.
Wait, these all better be machines.
No, they're all different.
Oh, God.
Most of them are useless. This one's actually pretty good.
You
DD
thought it was
Esper
gonna
Star
be
Sparrow.
easy?
Oh, yeah.
DD Esper Star Sparrow is a level 10, a light warrior with 3,000 attack, 1,500 defense. There can only be 1 face-up DD Esper Star Sparrow. Your opponent cannot target other monsters you control with effects or attacks. When your opponent's monster declares a direct attack, and this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon it from your graveyard and face-up defense. If you do, banish it when it leaves the field. See, that's actually pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
You can use Imperial Iron Wall to allow its special summoning effect to be used repeatedly.
Yeah, and then you can run Gustav Max. In that Gustav Max turbo deck, this is actually pretty
Screw
good.
that. Your opponent will never be able to attack you.
Yeah.
Ever. I like that.
And then you make a Gustav Max. Then do some attacking. If they get rid of it, well, you still got this in the graveyard. Next, we got Beast Warrior Puma. Ugh. This card's not bad either. 1,600 attack, 1,000 defense. Beast Warrior level 4. Let's use tanky, obviously. You contribute this card to add a DD Esper Star Sparrow from your deck or graveyard to your hand.
Incredible. I like it.
If you're running Gustav Max deck, you could run Tenki in this now.
Mm.
Nice. Then Phoenix Beast Gyruda.
This is where they start to smell.
Wind Beast, Wind, level 6, 2,500 attack, 1,200 defense. If it attacks an opponent's monster, it gains 300 attack during the damage step only. So
Wow, no, wait,
28.
that's stronger than Frostosaurus.
Oh my gosh, incredible.
The strongest level 6 monster.
Mm. But only while attacking.
Yeah, only while
Only
attacking.
while putting its neck on the chopping block. Like the chicken it is.
Next we got Iron Hammer, the Giant.
This got a really long effect. That must be good. It's good.
He is level 8, Rock, Earth, 900 attack, 3,500 defense. If you control DD Esper Star Sparrow, Beast Warrior Puma, and Phoenix Beast Gyruda, you can special summon this card from your hand. Like, that's ever gonna happen. And then while this card is face up on the field, it cannot change its battle position. Once per turn, target 1 monster you control. It can attack your opponent directly this turn.
Good. So you make... If you could somehow get Jet Iron in this on the field, 4,000 direct damage.
No. Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Oh.
No.
Call on it.
Nope.
It's a card. Why are you saying no? That works.
So there's the cue to move on.
What?
See, that's you. I told you everything you could do. You can run Beast Warrior Puma and
What if
DDS
I
for
iron?
Star Sparrow, and we'll get to that next. Beast Warrior Puma and DDS for Star Sparrow in a Gustav Max deck, which ironically fails as soon as this Hidden Arsenal comes out, due to another monster called Evil Swarm Ophion, which makes it so you can't run a Gustav Max deck.
Ophion can't be everywhere at once. I'll summon some dark basement. I'll have fun with this deck.
Okay, now we'll get out of the way this next archetype. First, we're getting out of the two bad new archetypes, just for everybody. We got the Iron and Tin archetype, which is actually, there's two good cards in the Tin archetype. There's Tin Goldfish, which I'm sure you've heard of.
Yummy.
It's a water machine, level 4, 800 attack, 2,000 defense. There's I don't know why they gave it 2,000
In the
defense.
company of such prestigious cards as Amphibious Burger. Also water machines.
Water machines, they're rare. But when it's normal summon, you special summon a level 4 monster from your hand. It's like, what's his name, Goblinberg, with better stats, and he's a machine.
Just straight up better than
Hey, Goblinberg has 1,400 attack.
It switches to defense as soon as it uses its effect.
You don't always use its effects.
Oh,
The
yeah,
benefit
you're right.
comes from it being a warrior.
Sometimes I just summon it in an attack for no reason.
Yeah.
And this is a machine, so
This thing has
gadget
2,000
spam.
defense.
It's obviously the gadget monster. Pure gadgets can run this. But usually pure gadgets now runs 1 gear frame as minimum, because you could search it with your Gigant. So you only need 1 and 2 Fortress. And just gadget spam. And then there's also Iron.
Iron.
I read this and I was like, oh, this is horrible. But then I realized, no, it's not that bad. Level 4 machine, 1,600 attack, 1,800 defense, Earth. Once per turn, you can have this card gain 400 attack, but it cannot attack the turn you do this effect.
That's permanent attack.
It is permanent attack gain. So you can summon it, go up to 2,000, but can't attack that turn. And potentially keep boosting.
I guess, yeah.
But it's imagined as just a 2,000 attack monster you
This
can
is
just
what you
summon.
do. No. There's a good card. There's a good combo with this card. You activate its effect, and then you play Skill Drain. It keeps the attack boost, but it can attack.
But then you're running a skill drain deck with 2,000 attack monsters. I'd rather run a Genewar Werewolf.
Well,
Or that secret rare fiend.
huh?
The
Duradar?
goblin. No, the goblin.
Tardiork.
Cardiork, there we go.
Oh.
It's better.
2,200 attack skill.
But does it have
No, wait.
1,800 defense?
Goblin attack force.
Fair enough. an alternative.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so, and then with them comes also 2 other cards. They got a Spell and a Xyz. Xyz is, not good.
Archduke.
Tin Archduke. He's a triple rank 4, generic triple rank 4. He's a level 2,200 attack, 1,200 defense machine. Once per turn, during either player's turn, detach one Xyz Magellan from this card. Target one monster your opponent controls and change its battle position. Flip effects are not activated.
I like this card.
It's better than you think.
Because you can
Go
do
away,
it during
Ryko.
your opponent's
Opponent's
turn.
turn. So they can't attack over it as easily as you'd think.
Band flip effects are not activated.
Which is really good.
Suck it, right?
But it has really crappy stats.
22 is...
And a giant pencil.
That's a pencil?
No. It's a really weird looking sword.
It's a pencil sword.
Rapier. But, that's just not bad.
Okay.
Add it to your collection and maybe a day will come.
You can combine it with rock monsters and the... Wait, can you do that?
You can flip Tanguzner.
Oh, yeah. And you can combine it with rock monsters and attack the moon to start destroying your opponent's spells and traps.
Attack the moon!
Yeah, you remember Blade Rabbit. But and then their last card is called Iron Call, which is pretty
it's
good.
It's Master's Call.
Normal spell. If you control a machine monster, target a level 4 lower machine in your graveyard and special summon it, but its effects are negated, destroying it during the end.
Is that
phase.
who I think it is? Is that Beret?
Might be.
What?
Holding his guitar. Scrap Recycle and Golgoyle appear in this card. Sorry.
Yeah, that's not Beret.
I thought he was holding that little fan thing he has.
I think it's Scrap Recycler. And then Golgoyle is the monster being resurrected, who is a level 4 machine that we don't have.
How dare they?
An iron giant that appears from a dimensional rift. 900 attack, 1,600
I
defense.
actually have never seen that monster. That is
Me
very
either.
surprising.
Wait a minute, so what does Scrap Recycler look like?
Scrabber Cycle? You don't know what Scrabber Cycle looks like? He's got wheels. He picks up garbage. He came in the Machinist structure deck.
That guy.
But this is just a really easy way to make Gear Gigant again. And now that we're done with the bad archetypes, we can move on. Okay.
Polymetheus, M7. Let's go straight into it.
So I got the order right here. We'll start with the old archetypes because they're less important and move on to the 2 new archetypes and explain them more in depth to everybody. Starting with Gem Knights.
Gem Knight.
There's actually a lot of Gem Knight cards in here. But not everything is good, everybody.
Not everything that glitters is gold.
Some of it is for fools.
Gems.
But Gem Knights...
Truly outrageous.
Oh. See, now that we have experience, I can actually talk legitimately about Gem Knights.
And
then on the other hand, I look at the Gusta cards and I think these are all bad.
You don't understand.
Gem Knights.
Walk a mile and duel 100 duels with the Gusta deck.
That's what I did with Gem Knights, and I appreciate them profoundly. So Gem Knights. There's lots of really important cards for Gem Knights. They're so important that you probably don't want to run Gem Knights without them. First we got Gem Knight Zirconia. I love Zirconia. I was so unhappy when I realized you couldn't have him when we were doing the podcast forever ago.
Yeah, me too.
I don't remember. Where is he? Can't find him. I can't find him. Oh, that's smart. Control
he's like
F.
half. He's like a fourth of the way down.
Zerk.
He's just right there. Yeah.
Zirco.
So Gem Knight Zirconia is the level 8 Rock Fusion, 2900 attack, 2500 defense. A Gem Knight monster, a Rock type monster.
So he's not an effect monster. Very important. You can revive him with their other support card, Daigusto Emerald.
He's got a huge gem fist.
I know, it's awesome.
This card is so good because the other ones are all 7. But if you spam him, you can make rank 8s. But then again, 7s are better now once that Drago Sack comes out.
Drago Sack!
That's generic.
Then you can start making the wind Gem Knights.
Is there one? No.
No.
But Gem Knight Zirconia is really important because, Obsidian is rock. So you can just fusion into Zirconia with Obsidian and any Gem Knight, and then special summon the other Gem Knight back, and you just have 2 massive beaters. You usually chunk out half their life points with that play alone. And since they're all normal, they go along with Daigusto Emerald. We'll get to him last because he's not technically a Gem Knight, even though he is. But the next fusion is Gem Knight Seraphonite. Oh, this one's so good.
I know a lot of people want to make Gem Knights because this finally came out.
It's really good.
I thought I opened it. Where did it go? There it is. So level 5, Fairy Earth, and 2300 attack, 1400 defense. Gem Knight monster, light monster. And must first be special summoned, or must first be fusioned with the above fusion materials. And during the main phase, you can normal summon or set 1 monster in addition to your normal summon or set, and you can only gain this effect once per turn.
This card's supposed to be like a combination of Gem Knights and the Constellar monsters. But who would do that?
Who would do
that? But Gem Knight monster and a light monster is such a good combination because it didn't have that before. Right? I thought it was Thunder, right? You could do Thunder monster. Yeah. So light makes it better, even though you're probably just going to use a Thunder Dragon anyway. But you can do it with your random effect failure and things.
Thunder Dragon?
Yeah, you're on Thunder Dragon. Because their best fusion is the one that's Thunder in a Gem Knight.
Oh, yeah.
And then, this one just makes it great. I made so many bad rank 5s using this on Thunder Dragon.
Oh my gosh.
Because you can normal summon anything in addition to your normal summon. So
even Tribute Summon?
And even Tribute Summon. So you get additional summons just for no reason.
Wait a minute. Why? That's not how that works.
That's not how that works.
Huh?
No.
No, I mean, you can tribute a monster.
Yeah, okay, good.
But I mean, you just can summon anything. Doesn't matter, even if it's not a Gem Knight monster.
Yeah, true.
Most of the other ones, this is the only non-restrictive way to do that. Other than, what is that card? Ultimate Offering.
Oh, Ultimate Offering. Where it doesn't have to be part of an archetype, or it doesn't have to be a certain attribute or a certain type. Just 1 extra normal summon.
Yeah. This card's level 5. Thunder Dragon's level 5. Trigodia's level 5. Some of your opponent's monsters are level 5.
Okay, so canonically, I think that's how you say that word. You're supposed to use Lazulis.
Lazuli, yes.
Yeah, read this card.
Gem Knight Lazuli, which is actually good too.
Good card.
Yeah.
Very good.
So
The
it's
other
a level
important
1 Earth Gemnite monster. 600 attack, 100 defense, negligible. If this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can target one normal monster in your graveyard and add that target to your hand.
You know what I just realized?
Hmm.
If you have a Magnet Warrior in the graveyard and they attack with Rock Bombardment, or what is it, Catapult Zone, you can send us to the graveyard and add a Magnet Warrior from your graveyard to your hand.
This is true. I thought about using this, but I was like, it's not out yet. I'll use cards that are out, except for the Augusta stuff.
Yeah. The idea, though, behind this card.
So, if it is sent to the graveyard, is an effect that doesn't miss the timing ever.
You could Village Royal.
And Gemnite Fusion, or any of their fusion cards, are effects, so you can add a monster back to your hand so that you don't minus by fusion summoning stuff.
You technically turn one of your monsters into a fusion,
Mm-hmm.
add the normal monster you use back to your hand, and then you banish the Lazuli to add the fusion card back to your hand.
Oh my gosh.
So you technically only transferred one of your monsters. You transferred the Lazuli and turned it into a level 7 monster, usually.
Basically.
Crazy. Exactly, that's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Next up on my list of things to do.
Next up on this list of things to do. And then there's a couple other ones that I assumed, I call them bad cards.
And, of course, the other reason that it's good is because not only is it a Gemnite, but it's Earth, so if you want to just do generic stuff like summon Zirconia, you can just get a ton of really good stuff going.
Yeah, Zirconia is, requires a rock. Lazuli's rock.
Zirconia.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
You could technically do, Lazuli plus Gem Armadillo for, Zirconia.
Next, we're going to talk about the dark horse of the Gemnites.
Digesto Emerald.
No.
Master
Better.
Diamond.
No.
Oh, good. Sardonyx.
Evil Swarm Heliotrope.
No. We'll get into that later.
Dang it.
Well, there's also two other cards that are kind of like,
Sardonyx.
Sardonyx, which is their Pyro Gemini monster.
Mm.
They've gotten the other two
Pyro.
Geminis already. And,
Are they better than this?
Amber's really good.
Yeah.
We talked about Amber.
Amber Lamps?
This one just kind of, there's no reason to, you could make like a Gemini build with Gemini Spark, I guess.
Mm.
But why?
Oh, this effect is good.
It's not bad.
Oh, no, it's not bad at all.
It's just that why would you do
It's
that?
really hard to pull this off. All the stuff that you want to do with this will make your deck so clogged you won't believe it.
Mm.
So it's a Gemini. When it's this normal summoned again, it gets the effect. If it destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, add a Gemnite card from your deck to the hand.
Oh, so good. No, I can think of a few things to do with this card.
Well, of course you can think of things to do with it.
Supervise.
Then you still got to destroy a monster by
Solidarity.
battle while running Supervise and all this like jank. You can't run Solidarity. This thing is Pyro.
Oh god.
They're not all rocks, by the way. We already knew that.
Mhm.
The other Gemini one is Thunder, and then there's an Aqua one.
Not everything that glitters is rock.
That left a sour taste in my mouth.
I wanted to say gold, but that wouldn't make any sense.
The problem is that it's 1800 attack, so
That's okay.
That's really bad right now.
It's not that it's bad. It's like this is only going to be good if you go second and they don't do anything.
There needs to be.
And then for the rest of the duel, it's not consistent. Air quotations.
If I can think of a way to play this card, get its effect immediately, and boost it so it's to the point to where I can get over Ophion, then it'll be good.
That'd be horrible. In order to do that, the problem is in order to do that, you have to like waste cards. So in order to gain the advantage you get from it, you use a lot of cards.
So wait a
So you
minute.
usually go
what's the name of
negative.
that trap that we did? That we thought of things that are so dumb that are like, if you use
A bunch of cards to do it, and it's not worth it.
Oh, that wasn't it the Fire Fist card? Fire Formation, like
yes,
the ultimate Fire Formation.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
remember the 7 one?
Yeah, where you
Yeah.
have to banish 7 Fire Formations from your graveyard. It's like, do you have more than 7 in your deck? Like, what?
This is one of
And
those
if you
cards.
do, is every card in your deck a Fire Formation? Like, it's that kind of thing.
By
We
the
have
time,
to.
yeah, by the time you've set all this up in order to do this,
Yeah.
you will start paying back the debt that you accumulated while making this card usable.
So what happened with this card? I tested with it back then.
Mm-hmm.
What happens is, like, I was like, that's good, I want to use that. But before you ever get to use that, you, like, end up having to Gemini Spark it away in order to, like, salvage yourself.
Mm.
So it's better to never, like, do you ever, it's like really hard. The Gemini effect has to be like so freaking good to protect it.
The only way this works is if you put them in a defensive position by Gemini summoning to get bigger monsters in them to kind of put them on the sliding scale going backwards that you can start using. So Sardonyx takes 2 turns to summon unless you're running like Seraph Knight, which will allow this to summon itself again.
Well, what you want to do is you want to fusion with it and Obsidian, special it, and then normal summon it. I guess. That'd be the quickest way I can think of.
True.
Supervise.
And there's Supervise, which is like,
How are you
You
getting
can
that to your
use
hand?
it to bring back. Well, it's a clip card, so you can switch it.
yeah, but you can use it to bring back itself.
Or another Gemini monster.
Yeah, but this isn't the best one. The best one is Amber, so why wouldn't you just be running Amber? I'll tell you what Amber does now, just so we can get this out of the way.
You can
And not run Sardonyx. We can just run Amber.
Slack-jawed in awe. And Amber's power.
Amber is really good.
Sardonyx would be good if it was like once per turn you can add.
You can just straight up add. Well, maybe Amber can just add cards to your hand.
I
without
have
attacking.
I have like a suspicion that it does something way better.
Gem Knight, Amber. Thunder, 16 attack, level 4. Its effect is once per turn you can send a Gem Knight card from your hand to the graveyard to target a banished monster, add it to your hand.
Wow, looky there.
That's really good.
Looky there.
And, wouldn't you know, Gem Knight Fusion, a Gem Knight card which you can discard, banishes monsters.
What's up with that?
It's almost like you banish the Obsidian you use to fusion that special summon this card
Isn't
to
that
add it back to
card
your hand.
recurable?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Whoa. So, like, this is what you do. You fusion Amber and Obsidian together, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
For who knows what. One of them.
Zirconia.
For Zirconia, because he's the most generic. And then you special the Amber with Obsidian. Then you banish Obsidian with Gem Knight Fusion to add it back to your hand. Then you discard Gem Knight Fusion to add the Obsidian to your hand.
Whoa.
Congratulations. Sardonyx will not be used today.
Sardonyx wins.
Sardonyx loses.
And then there's Gem Knight Master Diamond. I
Master
don't know why they
Diamond.
made this card.
Massive.
It's just not as good as the other ones.
Because they had to.
They did have to make it, but why
This
didn't
is
they
the
make it
ultimate.
good?
This is the ultimate Gem Knight that finally defeated like everything.
No,
He's
it
got a
didn't.
boss sword.
Wait, yeah, in the story that's what he did.
In the story, yeah. But
Okay, so let me read this one. Level 9, 2900 attack, 2500 defense, Earth Rock. It's a fusion monster. It requires 3 Gem Knight monsters. Must first be fusion summoned. This card gains 100 attack for each Gem Knight monster in your graveyard. Gem monster in your graveyard. Once per turn, you can banish 1 level 7 or lower Gem Knight fusion monster from your graveyard. Until the end phase, this card's name and original effect becomes the same as that banished monster.
I like the Gem Knight world. It's like, oh, what are we going to have to eat tonight? Gem Armadillo. And it's going to take me about 4 hours to prepare. Not cook, but prepare. I have to cut open the armadillo.
it take
It's gonna
about
fight
thousands
me.
of years to harden the gem and make it edible.
This monster took 4 million years to be birthed. And I'm going to kill it and eat it.
What?
Yep. So Gem
What
Master Diamond is such a waste, because it's almost always better just to make any one of the ones that he's going to take the effect of, without using the extra Gem Knight.
In order to understand how to use this card, you must first understand how to use Diabound. So I say we look it up.
So moving on to the next archetype, which is the Gishkis. I think Matt wants to talk about Gishkis, does he?
Yo, Matt wants to look up Diabound.
No.
Isn't that just a normal monster?
I don't remember.
Diabound.
Okay, so there's a lot of Gishki stuff.
I'll just go in
order of the pack.
Yeah, so Gishki Advance, level 4,
Avant.
15 attack, 800 defense,
Okay.
spellcaster. Once per turn, choose a Gishki monster in your deck and place it on top of your deck. We talked about it in the Gishki podcast. There's kind of two, well, not really anymore because one monster is good, but there's kind of two separate schools of Gishki stuff. There's revealing stuff from the top of your deck, Gishki stuff, to add it to your hand. And then there's, like, specifically going for fusion, narrow-minded Gishki stuff.
Ritual.
This card is
Ritual.
only good with one card, and that's Upstart Goblin.
No.
That's funny,
Is there
but
another Gishki card that just lets you draw?
yeah.
There's
oh, never mind.
There's like Gishki Chain, which reveals like the top 3, and if there's any
And then there's Gishki
level
Diviner.
3 Diviner, yeah.
Yep, Diviner.
I forgot they have that whole.
And then there's all the ritual monsters that just draw a card. Look at that.
Yep.
And they're in this pack. Who would have thought? 2 that draw a card.
Incredible.
So that's like meh.
So yeah, it's not terrible, but
okay.
it's not. It doesn't do anything for you if you're trying to
I'm not
win
sure you want
right
to use your
now.
normal summon for that.
Yeah.
It's not something you have to use your normal summon for. You can use it to ritual, and then if you're using Gishki Beast, you can bring it back, and then Xyz or fusion with it again, and then kind of set up yourself for next turn.
Levianima.
And then Eva Gishki, Levianima, probably my favorite one because it has so much attack.
Name is Levianima.
And it can draw. So, when it declares an attack, you draw 1 card and reveal it. And then if the revealed card is a Gishki monster, look at 1 random card in your opponent's hand. So that kind of combos with the last monster. And it's level 8, which is great for trading. And it draws, which is great because all you have to do is declare an attack. And then you get rewarded for it. And I like being rewarded for stuff.
Mm-hmm. And then we got their Proto Mirror. Photo Mirror, just kidding.
The Photo Mirror. I thought it was Proto Mirror.
You can do that.
Proto is better, but Photo Mirror, it's the ritual one where you pay life points equal to the monster's level instead of attributing a monster.
The monster's level.
Which hurts! Times 500. You're like, 500's not that bad. Level 8 monster. Pay 4,000.
That's 35.
8 times 5.
8 times 5 is 8,
40.
15, 24, 30, 40.
You pay half your life points to summon a level 8 ritual. Is it worth it?
You be the judge.
I think not. And then we have Gishki Natalia.
Oh my-
man.
Whoa.
There was smoke coming out of it.
No, there was not.
Yeah, I saw it.
Dust. I did see it.
Maybe dust, but not smoke.
It was probably incinerating your clothes.
Probably.
That was kind of scary.
So, Gishki Natalia cannot be special summoned. During the end phase of the turn, this card was normal summoned or flip face up. Return it to the hand. And it's a spellcaster spirit. When this card is normal summoned or flip face up, you can target 1 Gishki monster in your graveyard. Return that target to the top of the deck.
Another one of those deals.
Mm-hmm.
Ideally, you want to get it and one of your rituals that draws in the field, so you can just keep top decking the stuff that you want.
Mm-hmm.
But who wants to keep top decking more Gishki stuff?
Furthermore, what
said the
perfect
bear.
world do you live in where this just goes off?
The one where you're running all the that stuff, spell books, because she's a spellcaster.
And then the one that I've been also looking forward to is Gishki Cyclone, which is a level 4 Fiend ritual. 2150 attack, 1650 defense.
Don't cloud my psychopath.
And then once per turn you can declare 1 monster type and attribute. Look at 1 random card in your opponent's hand, and if it is the monster of the declared type and attribute, shuffle it into the deck, otherwise return it to the hand.
Pretty good. What's most important, though, is that it's level 4.
It's level 4, so you don't have to super minus trying to summon it. It just gets on the field.
You can summon a lot of weird stuff.
You can use it for Xyz. It's just really, really malleable.
You can use Photo Mirror to just swap it out.
I feel like there's got to be some like weird support cards that we're not thinking of that make it really easy to move. Even easier to move than normally.
A Water Fiend.
Yeah.
That's not something you see every day.
No.
Well, it's great with preparation.
Prep rights.
Of rights.
That's true. But today's decks are so like straightforward that it's really easy to guess what kind of monsters they have in their hand anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a good chance when you summon it, you are just going to take a random card out of their hand, which is good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
You can technically try to do some really bad looping with it, like you did with the other one, and try to essentially get rid of all the monsters in their hand.
True.
What's the other one?
Gus Kraken.
Gus Kraken, yes.
goes to Crook.
Then we got the behemoth, king of all animals.
Yugioh.
Level 10. He's like the revived version of the ultimate bad guy from Steel Swarms.
Yeah.
They enslaved him to fight the evil swarms. That's the story. He's level 10, Aqua Water. He's a ritual monster with 3200 attack and 0 defense. You can ritual summon this card used with any Gishki ritual spell card. Once per turn, you can pay 1,000 life points, draw 1 card and reveal it. Then, if it was a Gishki monster, shuffle 1 card from the field into the deck.
Yeah.
What
So
an
when you
amazing
want a
effect.
top deck, to make sure there's a Gishi card that you draw, so you can always shuffle a card, which is really good.
This is the Juggernaut.
The downside is he's level 10, which is a little more difficult.
Hmm.
But you can use their substitute rituals.
Just use Gishki, Vision Gishki.
But I never liked using them as the ritual, because I always want to use their effect.
You just always want to search. You want to thin.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't want to use Vision Gishki, you can use Gishki, the other one. What's the other one called for that?
Vision and...
Vision and shadow.
Yeah. Gishki
But you don't want to use either, then that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One is clearly better than the other.
But then again, the purpose of this card is to summon Gustav Max, so...
Really?
Why not?
No, it's not. That's
Draw
a
your
wa-
card, then
That's a waste.
I would do
How are you
that.
going to get, more importantly, how are you going to get another level 10 monster on the field?
It's so easy to get level 10s in the field.
In this deck?
Yeah, of course. It's just like,
Tell
you're
me.
running the deck that Tyler's running, the Gustav Max deck.
Oh.
Except you're just running this with the
Okay.
Gishki support.
Okay, and you're running what? Meltion?
Why not? Meteon,
Exodius.
Exodius, Obliterate.
Oh, no!
Metal Flex Slime.
Oh!
It's so easy. It is so easy.
Oh, what a waste.
And ideally, I assume you would ritual Zealgigas with another Zealgigas.
Oh.
That's how I would do it.
How about,
I'd always try to
how
get
about this-
two.
Okay, how about you run this, you play this, you summon Meltion, and then you special summon Metal Flag. Then while we're at it, let's make Super Robo Galaxy Destroyer. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah, okay.
And then
Sounds
we win,
good.
right?
You kind of do.
Wrong. Card doesn't do anything. Just like summoning Gustav Max barely does anything. You get a lower attack monster, you use way more stuff, and you do that 2,000 damage on the card.
The idea is that you kind of win.
You win the turn you summon it.
That you do a bunch of damage when you win. And then you're running Xyz Reborn. And by putting him in the graveyard, Zealgigas, it's easier to summon him again.
Caesar one.
And running Safe Zone, why not?
Card is dirty. Okay, fine, whatever.
There's just lots of stuff to be doing there that's interesting.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Anything else you have to say about the Gishkis, Matt?
They get pooped on by Ophion.
They do.
Yeah. What? Cyclone and then exceeding. Nah,
How much
the
attack-
freaking Gishki Beast can do whatever it wants.
How much?
Yeah.
As
how
far
much-
as I'm concerned.
How much attack does Cyclone have?
Cyclone is 2150. But it's a monster that can be summoned despite Ophion existing.
Beside it, you always summon Abyss Dweller.
Sadly, I feel like they should have hit Ophion or something.
No. You're just
No,
upset because it
don't
poops
go
all
there.
over you.
Don't
No,
go.
I'm
to
not
the
even.
early
I'm not even
place.
thinking about prophecy. That card limits way too many decks.
Look, you know what? Log is too good.
No, you can't. You straight up just can't even play the Ophion.
You literally cannot play anything. They choose whether or not you play a
You
card or
can play
not.
one card, and then you can play another card, and then it won't be negated.
I bet there's a
You
more.
can try and special summon as many times
Vanity
as you want.
Fiend is too good.
What?
You can't special summon at all.
What?
Yeah.
That is
And
too
trolls
good.
can make it
Vanity-
so easy.
Blatant Darkness Dragon, too good.
You get to negate like 4 cards with that, right?
Yeah, too good.
Whoa.
I mean, the fact that
Gosh.
it can't activate
Whoa.
twice in the same chain, I mean, that's like the bare minimum of weaknesses of the card.
Herald of Perfection. You can't do anything.
Don't they get to like just have like 7 fairies in their hand?
They can.
How? Dark Factory of Mass Reduction.
Yeah.
That's like 2 negations for 1 card.
They should ban Dark Factory.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw a guy in Japan top with Herald Perfection. He ran 3 copies of Vanity's Emptiness.
Oh, man.
Can you beat that?
You can't special summon. I don't see how I can.
You lose.
How about I just play MST on one of my own cards, and then Vanity's Emptiness goes away?
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't it?
It's only when one of your cards is sent to the graveyard I block. Oh, we'll check.
When anyone's card.
No, it's
No,
it's
there's
the
no
owners
way.
of Vanity's Emptiness.
Oh, okay.
There's no way. That'd be like the worst card ever.
Go.
So then they just never do anything
You'd be
until they
surprised.
win. Vanity's Emptiness. Neither player can special summon destroy this when a card is sent from the deck or field to your graveyard.
What?
So it's only your
Too
cards.
good, man.
So good.
Okay. So, I get it. Kyle is very unimpressed by Ophion. I'm scared.
I'm not saying it's not good. I'm pretty sure all those cards that I mentioned are really good. Just like Ophion.
But You're just ready to like play through it.
I'm ready. So, same thing as when people were like, too good, it's too good. It's just like, just pretend it's not, and then it's okay.
Hey, at least you know what they're going to be doing for the rest of the game, sitting on Ophion.
No, his deck is a special case. As soon as he is able to destroy it, they use Eradicator and he loses again.
Okay, so,
I'm talking about in general, though.
Like, I was scared of Tour Guide, and then it was a combination of Hannah saying, don't be scared of it. And then I was playing this girl at Regionals, and she completely, like, butchered the card. She used it, like, so badly, I was like, wow, this card's bad.
What, Tour Guide?
Yeah.
Mm.
And now everybody's just kind of like, it's not a card that we don't care about at all.
Once I see someone, like, summon Ophion, like, all super awkwardly, and it's not even that big of a deal, I just kill it with one card, and I probably won't be impressed with that anymore.
I was like, someone summoned a Thunderbird, and I was like, oh, no, it's Thunderbird. And then they special summoned another monster, and then they made Ophion, and I was like, oh. I was like, okay. I would have been more impressed if you just sat on the other two.
Yeah. Thunderbird, man. Craziness.
We'll get into that
Did they...
dumbness.
Yeah, okay. I want to know.
Later.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine.
Next, we got Gustos. They brought us Gusto Emerald.
No.
And Gusto Griffin.
Gusto Squirrel.
Gusto
Squirrel.
Squirrel. I wanted them to call it Gusto Griffo. I wanted that so much.
Griffo.
The card art on a lot of the Gishki stuff is so good, but the archetype is so boring.
You mean Gustos?
Did I say Gishki? Yeah. I meant Gusto.
Oh, wow.
Gusto.
Really good.
Just getting straight to the heart of
It's
the
not
issue.
bad. It's just, what do you do?
Well, it doesn't matter.
But Gusto Emerald, the card they brought us, the rank 4. Once per turn, detach an Xyz material to activate one of the following effects. The first effect, target 3 monsters in your graveyard, shuffle all of them into the deck, and draw a card. Whoa. Second effect, target a non-effect monster in your graveyard, special summon it. And it's got 1800 attack, 800 defenders. It's like stinky bad, but...
Summon Zirconia!
Zirconia!
Hey man, 1800 is enough for
it's just...
for Hope to stay on the field. Levier stays on the field.
Hope has 2500 attack.
No, Hope has 1800. What language are you speaking?
Japanese, sir.
Aspiring Emperor Hope.
But yeah, it's enough to stay on the field. I don't think I've ever had Levier survive. Unless I had already won. I had already won. Before I summoned Levier, I had won.
Mm.
And then it remained on the field, and I won again.
But
18 is a lot.
Non-effect monster means anything without an effect. So, Xyz monsters, like Pearl,
Fusion Gaia Knight.
Gaia Knight, of course. I don't know of any others.
Oh, Gaia Force of the Earth, that's what it is.
Yes, Giga the Risen?
Yeah, Giga Gaga Giga the Risen.
Mm-hmm. Fusion monsters, like the Gem Knight one we just talked about.
Zirconia.
Any,
and
like,
instant
old
fusion targets.
Instant fusion
Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just normal monsters, like Sabersaurus. But then again, who's going to bring those back when you can shuffle them into the deck?
The Magna Warriors. Magna
Warriors. This card's really good.
Oh, yeah.
Most importantly, for any rabbit deck, it's shuffle. You only need 3 normals once this card comes out, because you can shuffle them back into the deck to use rabbit again.
And it facilitates more... It is Pot of Avarice, so it facilitates any combos that need their monsters back in the deck.
Yeah.
Like gadgets.
Oh, gadgets. They love this card.
Gadgets.
Volcanic Shell. Yes.
Yeah, recycle shells.
Recycle shells, like, it's nobody's
You're
business.
using it wrong. I'm not going to tell you how to use this card, but you're using it wrong.
There's so many ways to use this card. It is so generic that everybody needs it now. Everybody get this card. Do you have level 4 monsters in your deck?
Yeah.
Whoa, why aren't you running Digest Emerald?
Well, it looks like everything, right?
Is your deck bad? Well, you could revolve it around Digusto Emerald, and it could become good.
Yeah. I also like that it's Wind, so you can shuffle it back into your deck with Quillpen of
Guldos.
But it's Wind because it's supposed to be Gustos, which brings us to the other card.
Gusto Griffo.
Gusto Griffo, and...
Gusto Griffo is in.
Wait,
Is that the
bad
only
joke.
Is that the only other?
Gusto Peter.
I saw a picture of Gusto Griffin with Peter Griffin's head like right on my front. He was just like it was like a worm head. He was like,
Gross.
Gusto Peter.
I like Gusto Griffin. If this card is sent from the hand to the graveyard, special summon one Gusto monster from your deck. You can only use this effect once per turn.
That's amazing.
Except it's level 2 and it has 800 attack and 300 defense.
What's so bad about that?
It is only for an
Lightning
effect.
Vortex.
It doesn't do anything
arc.
afterwards.
What?
Miss the
What?
timing, sir.
It does not miss the
No.
It doesn't?
No, it is an if you
Oh,
can,
that's
which never
good.
misses the timing. Which is why I
Lightning
like
Vortex.
it. Yes.
Oh.
But what do you summon with Gusto Griffin?
Oh, why do you... Yeah.
You
How-
summon the Ender of Nations. Why can you? Wait, are there only 2 Gusto monsters in the pack?
Yeah.
So they're petering out.
Peter Griffin.
They're running on us. You guys don't do anything. Please tell me is it anyone? Does it have to be level 4 lower?
No, it's any Gusto monster.
So you can summon the really cool level 5
Can you
one.
summon Musto?
Musto. Priest of Gusto.
The problem is that Gustos don't have any cards to discard.
Yeah, sucks, doesn't it? That's why you run Lightning Vortex.
No, it's Oracle of Gusto. Musto, Oracle of Gusto. I don't even know if he's good. I just wanted to see him.
Is he good, Kyle?
He's okay.
He works with Griffin.
You summon him, and it's like you target a Gusto monster in your graveyard and one face-up monster on the field. Shuffle the first target into the deck, and if you do, negate the second target effect until the end phase.
This is like a bad version
That
of...
works with every Gusto monster.
Oh god. I thought it was going to say shuffle that target back into the deck.
Wouldn't that be good? They'd be good, almost, if that... Simply because of that card. If Musto was good. He musto be good.
He must still be good.
He musto be bad.
He must.
That's really all we got for... That is literally all we got for Gustos. How about that?
Yeah.
Take that.
Wait till the Gusto cast, whenever that is.
Hey guys, you want to get flogged?
No.
Are you sure?
By Musto.
It'll burn. It'll burn so good.
No.
With Lava Floggus! Yeah!
I guess we're doing lavas now.
We'll just do the one.
Lavel's got 3 cards. Actually, there was one more Gusto card as a trap, and it's really bad.
Oh, then
No,
I don't want to talk
I
about
want to
it.
hear it.
When it's a normal trap,
I wanna hear
during this turn, your opponent cannot activate cards when a Gusto monster attacks.
Oh, great.
So with your OTK you created when you ram all your battle searchers into them, they can't respond to it.
God. Oh, I
God.
can't believe Kevin beat me with that.
But ironically, that card is worse than Trap Stun. Because you can just use Trap Stun. They can't even do anything.
Wait a minute, so oh my gosh, it's bad. How's it called?
I'll find the name.
You think Gusto?
We talk about the Floggus.
No, that card is
Oh,
bad.
Dust Storm of Gusto. So not Floggus. There's that, and then there's Laval Chain.
Why aren't we talking about Flogus?
Oh, it's so bad. Laval Chain and what is it called? Molten Conduction Field.
Why is it bad?
When it's sent to the graveyard, all Laval monsters gain 400 attack to the end phase.
Is it 400 or 300? It's 300.
300 attack!
It gets worse.
Molten Conduction Field. Why haven't we gotten this card yet? So long.
Molten convection field.
I feel like this should have happened ages ago.
Nope.
Ages of Gaia.
I know, we had our friends who were like, yeah, we're going to run Lavals, and then we're not running Lavals anymore. They just got tired of waiting for this card.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if this will change things.
Well, this deck will become good, definitely, when that dragon
For
comes
such
out.
a powerful, game-changing, archetype-changing card, it sure doesn't look very impressive on first glance. Its effect is, it's a normal spell, send 2 lava monsters from the deck to the graveyard. Oh.
If only every deck had double Foolish Burial.
We gave you just what you needed.
It gave just what I needed.
Just what I needed!
Okay.
I needed someone to please. I need Lavals in the graveyard.
Is it bad that I don't care about anything else in this pack except for Digusta Phoenix?
In Laval
Digusta
Chain.
Emerald and Laval Chain. I just need to own a
Don't you
Digusta
want
Phoenix.
I need like 3 of each.
What?
Don't you want Ouroboros?
No, I don't care about Ouroboros. Ouroboros doesn't do anything to me. I don't rank 4 with 3 monsters ever.
Not that often, but Laval Chain. The next card that if you're running level 4s, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're level 4, so you got to have it.
You got to have it. Fire. Sea Serpent. Rank 4, generic. 1800 attack, 1000 defense. That's higher than Digester Emerald's defense. Once per turn, detach one Exceed's material to activate one of the following effects. 1. Send a card from your deck to the graveyard.
Ooh.
2. Choose a monster in your deck, place it on top of the deck.
Hot.
Mama.
I don't like this card as much as I like Digesta Emerald. I like Digesta Emerald because it's more fair. It requires you to actually know what you're doing, and this is just like, oh. Oh, I can just do whatever I want? I get rewarded for playing the
It
game?
takes no thought to figure out how to use this card. Put BLS on the top of my deck. Put my most wanted card on the top of my deck. And then I'll draw it.
Oh man, I already drew BLS. I can, send whatever I need to the graveyard then.
Put rekindling on the top of my
No,
deck.
it's monster.
Yeah, it's
No,
not that good.
I already have BLS, I'll add Gazers.
Oh, if it was just card on the top of your deck.
Well, that'd be dumb.
It would
That'd be
be
awesome.
really dumb.
I will get Heavy Storm next turn, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh, that's right. There was that comment that's like, how are we going to make zombies more competitive?
That's
a really good
this
card.
Oh, Lawful Chain.
Hey, look, Mizuki.
Mizuki. Oh man, it's just there.
It goes down so
When you
smooth.
banish it to bring back Blue-Blooded Oni, and you detach from the chain to special summon another zombie.
Yeah.
Oh.
It goes
The
down.
future.
It goes down real smooth.
Mm-hmm.
And now that there's that, you bring back Zombie Master, of course.
Oh, of course.
And because you're using as Blue-Blooded Oni for the chain, you bring it back with Zombie Master, then you don't use his effect yet, and you Xyz for rank 4,
Oh, simply the greatest.
and then you detach with that one, the Blue-Blooded Oni from that new one, to bring back that Blue-Blooded Oni. And you use that one to detach the Zombie Master to bring back Zombie
You
Master.
can summon Oni with Oni?
Yeah,
Whoa. 2 extreme.
3 extreme.
3 extreme. 4.
But no, this card's so obvious that we need to say nothing.
Mm-hmm. It just makes me upset.
If only it was a Pyro, and you could shuffle it back into your deck with
And
Royal
it's a
Firestorm
sea serpent.
cards.
It's so random.
Macy's
It's so random.
If you
Never-
banish it, you can use O Fish.
I
Oh
know.
my gosh.
You
Never
can
want
use
to see
O-Fish.
again.
You can use Winged Tortoise.
No.
Winged Tortoise.
Weak tortoise.
You can send Winged Tortoise to the graveyard with it.
You can.
Mm.
Oh man,
Oh.
it sets itself up.
You can send Chain Dog to the graveyard with it.
Oh, you're right. You're right. There we go. It's just all good. It just does.
I like how we mentioned like the worst things you can do with it.
We mentioned things that would be fun.
Obvious things you said, you always send Zephyros.
There you go.
Whoa.
Zephyros. You can send Wolf, Lightsworn,
That's cute.
Beast Thing,
Get some beat down.
Hornet.
Hornet. Yes, of course.
Or you can top deck Dragonfly.
You say 39 on board.
So yeah, this card is good. It's
Oh, finally! You won't have to worry about drawing Judgment Dragon. Lightsworn can finally stop complaining.
Yeah, they should just try to make rank 4. They should be running Triple Thrasher by now, right? Because of this.
might as well, I guess.
Oh,
yeah.
Why
stack
not?
Judgment Dragon.
Yeah, whatever.
Ooh, yeah.
That'd be interesting. A deck that just revolves around making rank 4s, and you summon 2 lawful chains in your first turn, and then you send a wolf to summon the second one, and then you top a Judgment Dragon with a second chain.
Why would you top Judgment Dragon?
'Cause
You don't
it's
want to
good.
get rid of the chains. You want to top like Gearfried.
No, and then the next turn you protect them, and then you send 2 more wolves. And no, you send a wolf and top another Judgment Dragon.
Good. You start stacking the Judgment Dragons.
Oh, bad.
Oh, and no, you can stack Celestia,
Celestia.
and then
finally-
send a wolf.
Max-
next
Oh
turn.
man.
Matt can finally stop complaining about not being able to ever get Celestia.
That's horrible. You can just go like Thrasher, Instant Fusion, send wolf, summon Celestia.
Combo sets itself up.
Oh, son.
Yeah! These are kind of fun.
Yeah, yeah. Brought to you by the generic power of Lobble Chain.
Go
Making
wherever you
Yu-Gi-Oh!
want.
The most generic game in existence.
What I want to do is send Shell to the graveyard, that's all. I'm boring. Send Shell.
And then later use Emerald Recycle Shell.
Yep. Those are the only Xyz monsters you ever summon ever again.
Shells for days.
What the hell?
Those are the only Xyz monsters I will summon ever again.
Really? Yeah.
Cowboy might go out of style with chain.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, I got nothing to do, but I need to detach now. Top deck BLS.
Oh, man.
I guess I'll top deck BLS. I can't wait also for my heroic deck. I want to like detach the Leo and send Unicorn to the graveyard and then search. Oh, that's like the best first turn monk ever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Good.
Good. Okay, that's all the Wobble stuff. Now that we like,
So dumb.
we had our like little day with chain right there. Move on to Constellars. There's a whole buttload of them in this pack.
So, what's the premise
like
of what they do for the people who do not know?
First,
They-
let's talk about, wait. Let's talk about the cards that came out before this.
Constellar cards?
Yeah.
There weren't any.
Yeah, there are. There's Constellar Starbuilt. I think, yeah.
Oh, Constellar Starboat's a continuous card. Light monsters' effects cannot be negated.
I think there was one more. I can't remember what it is. Oopsie. Anyways, I guess we'll get into the ones that are...
Well, we technically got them out of order because Japan already had Constellars like ages ago. And then so they were getting new ones in the packs randomly.
Okay.
But so pretty much they're all new. Same with the Evil Swarms. Even though we have obtained Evil Swarm cards in the past, there's Creeping Darkness, which is an Evil Swarm card.
Yeah.
It's got a picture of like the swarm infecting a Gishki monster on it.
Gishki.
Nugget.
Noelia.
Noelia.
Just Noelia.
Constellars.
So-
They're the Knights of the Stars.
They're the Knights of the Stars.
They're
They're
merciless.
beasts, beast warriors, and warriors.
And fairies.
Is
Maybe.
Kirkirka a fairy?
Cerceon?
Cerceon?
Return.
I think Cerceon's a fairy. But we don't get Cerceon in this. Cerceon, no, it's Evil Swarm Cerceon. And they get, I think Cerceon's the Evil Swarm one. Theirs is the other one.
Well, I can't remember what it is anyway. I'll
I'll
figure
find
it
it
out.
for you.
Evil Swarm Xerxes.
So they focus on, they're like a really
Sombres.
Sombres? Oh,
Sombres.
that's right. It is.
What is
They're
that
really Xyz focused or archetype. They don't have
Yeah.
a ton of power in their main monsters. Most of
That's
them
like
focus
17, 18.
on... Yeah, they're not bad. I mean, they're good if things don't work out for them when they're trying to go for their good monsters.
Yeah.
And what essentially they do is they allow multiple summons in the same turn. They do some searching as
Which
well.
is only one of them does that, actually.
Only one?
Well, I guess they do a lot of different
I'm
summons.
not talking about like just normal summons, but I'm talking
There's
about
like
multiple
one that's when
summons.
it's summoned, you can special summon one from your hand.
Mhm.
One allows you to tribute summon again, one allows you to normal summon again.
Mhm.
And they kind of just want you to summon them, like flop them all on the field in order after you've searched for all of them.
Yeah. So it's...
And make their generic Xyz. Not generic Xyz. Then they're specialized Xyz for themselves that are all quite good.
I think that's the really only thing we need to talk about in Constellars is...
Well, the cards they use, I have the ones that they use, which is we got Constellar Sheraton or Sheraton,
Sure.
which is a level 3. Well, with 700 attack, 1900 defense. When it's normal summon, you add a Constellar monster from your deck to your hand. So it's the one that sets it up. It's a beast. Then there's Constellar Pollux, who is a warrior, level 4, with 1700 attack, 600 defense, and when he's summoned, you gain an extra normal summon that turn.
Oh, pollution.
Then there's Kos, and this is all 3 of them that you need, not counting Sombres, who's not out yet. And Kos is a beast warrior, level 4, so you can use 10 key to search him.
Go.
He has 1800 attack, and up to twice per turn, you can increase the level of any Constellar monster you control by 1.
One card Miser. No, 2 card Miser set.
So what you do is you try to search for Pollux and Kos and have one of each in your hand. Normal Pollux, so you can normal Kos, and increase both their levels to 5. And Xyz, their uber duber boss monster of destruction.
Miser set.
No. Pleiades.
Oh.
This thing is insane. Pisses me off.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard to deal with. You don't think it's as hard to deal with as it is.
I should not have let someone summon it when I was like, I'll get rid of it once it's there, and I'll make them like summon it, and then I'll get rid of it. And then it's like, oh crap.
What does Pleiades do?
So it's
Pleiades
a
are
rank
rank
5 warrior.
Lights. Oh, that reminds me. That's one of the reasons I thought making the Fable deck was good, because they can summon that. Because it just requires 2 level 5 lights. And you can obtain light monsters.
What are you
in
gonna
Fables.
make?
You're gonna... No.
You're going to
You're
use two
going to
Ragens.
these
You could do 2 Ragens, but
Instant fusion.
there's Instant Fusion, there's Ghost Ship, there's Thunder Dragon, and then there's a level-eated Soulkiss.
Oh, fair enough.
All of which are... And then there's just Synchros,
That's true. That's good.
which they can do all of those very easily.
And then, so once per turn, during either player's turn, you can detach one Xyz material from this card to target one card on the field, return that target to the hand. So even though that's like a once per turn effect, it's during both players' turns, and so essentially, if you're going to try to do something
About this.
that requires you keeping the card you need to play on the field, you're pretty much screwed.
Yeah, so any kind of combo play where you try to kill this thing, unless he'll interrupt the combo, or just kill the thing that results in the combo.
Mm-hmm.
Or if he does get in a situation where you just Dark Hole, he returns one of their own beneficial cards to their hand. So they got a face-up Phoenix Chain or Tenki.
Mm.
They chain a Dark Hole by returning it to their hand
Mm-hmm.
before he dies.
Not in my house.
Not in my house, which is really good. And he's really good with Xyz Reborn.
He is really good.
Bring him back during your opponent's return and then like hit one of their cards. And then now you just have a beater.
Mm-hmm.
How much attack does he have?
2,500.
Oh, rough him up.
And then he goes in tandem with Constellar Polymer Miser 7.
Which I also have.
Got that old used up ladies.
Got that old used up Pallades, yes.
Turn into a shiny new Miser 7.
Yeah.
So this guy's light, rank 6, 2,700 attack, 2,000 defense,
Okay.
2 level 6 monsters.
Yeah. You can also Xyz summon this card by using a Constellar Xyz monster you control as the Xyz material, other than Constellar Polymer Miser 7. Xyz materials attached to that monster also become Xyz materials on this card. If you do, its effects cannot be activated this turn. So,
If you use its like Gaia Charger effect, you can't use its effect the turn it's summoned.
once per turn, you can detach one Xyz material from this card to target one monster on the field or in either player's graveyard. Return that target to the hand.
Oh. But his is not a quick effect, so it's not during your opponent's turn.
Quick, easy advantage.
So what you do is like after you got a wasted Pleiades, which happens like in one turn. So like you summon it, you return one of the cards. Their turn, you return one of the cards, and then your turn, you summon Polymizer 7, and then you wait another turn, and then you can add any one of your cards from your graveyard to your hand, or control them even where we're returning one of their cards.
Unbelievable!
Oh,
Unbelievable.
no, it's so good. So like, you use 2 cards to summon it, the Pleiades. You summon this eventually, and you just return one of those to your hand to do it again. And this goes even more retardedly with Constellar Star Chart.
Oh yeah, the star chart. Drawing cards all day. Every day.
Continuous spell. Once per turn, when you Xyz summon a Constellar monster, draw a card. And then it counts when you like plop this thing on top of your Pleiades. So you go summon Pleiades, draw a card, return some stuff. Your next turn, Miser 7, draw a card.
You're not going to be hurting for card advantage. Let me tell you.
Just so good. And then Miser 7 is really important for other decks because it's generic rank 6. Anything that can summon multiple 6s needs this card. You need this card.
I don't even know what I'm going to do with it in Dragons. Return any card in the graveyard
To your
to my
hand.
hand. I don't know.
Like how that's so amazing.
I don't even know. I don't.
How
even
do you
know.
do such a good stuffs?
I return Solar Recharge, I guess.
Oh
Turn
man,
like the one you milled that you want.
Yeah.
so
Tour
dumb.
guide, I don't even know.
Yeah, return tour guide. That's
You-
cool.
What's so depressing is that he makes 6s so easily.
Yeah. All the decks that can do the 6s you make it so easily that you like think about this and you're like, wow.
I
But,
don't even know.
Dragoonides like crap this card out.
Oh, add Dark Arm. There we go. That's
Yeah.
obvious.
Oh, flanks is up to, according to Nate, flanks is up to 10. Dragoonides just trying to get the hypes.
But Miser 7 just they can crap this card out and they just add whatever they want back to their hand. Usually they only need 1 copy of their level 6 guy now, since they can just add it from their graveyard to a hand and search it with the Wind Dragon. Good times.
Interesting.
But what else? I know there's another deck that can just summon this. Oh yeah, it was Gishkis and Heretics. Well, they combine together,
Oh, true.
and then they use them to search the pieces that they need by adding them back from their graveyard to your hand. Because in those decks, they can use its effect immediately. So good. And then they get one more, which is like
for level 4.
It's got like a really dumb name.
Prapespeed.
Yeah.
Prapespeed.
Precipice, like precipice, but
On
not.
the race, like precipice.
You got it?
Yep. Light machine, randomly. 2 level 4 Constellar monsters, so...
Only this deck.
So it's like, with Miser, it's 2 generic level 6s. With Pleiades, it's 2 level 5 light monsters. And then this guy is 2 level 4 Constellar monsters, so it gets more specific.
And he can be just plopped a miser on him too.
Mm-hmm. And once per turn, during the battle step of either player's turn, when a Constellar monster you control is attacking or being attacked, which is like the same exact place, you can detach one exceeds material. That monster gains 1,000 attack until the end phase.
Built-in honest glid thing.
And it's got 24. So it's got pretend 34.
Mm-hmm.
So you take your turn, you attack and do some poppy damage, and then you make Miser 7 main phase 2. So that next turn you can add whatever you want back to your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Good. They have options that can go from 4 or 5
Yeah.
Yep.
into Miser 7. That's
Plop,
dumb.
plop. And they don't get their crazy, amazing Xyz in this.
Mm.
They do.
Those ones weren't the crazy, amazing one, by the way.
What's the crazy reason?
Crazy, amazing one, you detach during either player's turn. All Constellars are unaffected by spells and traps till the end phase.
Wait a minute, I don't think.
Hey, whoa. Stop it.
Unaffected.
Yep, that's what.
And it's a Beast Warrior.
Wait, is it Omega?
I think so.
That's coming in this pack.
This comes in the next pack. Our pack. Supposedly it comes in Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy.
Tachyon is shaping up to be like the best pack ever.
No, it's not.
Yo.
No, it's not. But Constellar Omega, yes. Constellar Omega is a little bit better for everybody because he requires 2 level 4 light monsters.
Why don't you like Tachyon?
It's just going to be horrible.
Horribly good.
I know. Then they have one other card, Constellar Star Cradle, which is adds 2 Constellars from your graveyard to your hand, and you can't conduct your battle phase. Normal spell.
Oh, that's fair.
So then, oh darn, I can't conduct my battle phase, Pleiades. It's like, who cares?
Come at me, bro.
Who cares? I'm gonna return a card to your hand, and then during your turn, return another.
Woohoo!
It's a little crazy. So this deck essentially summons Pleiades immediately, if they can. And they just keep doing that.
I remember playing it forever ago. Literally forever ago. I think against one of the listeners and being like, well, crap, I hope this stuff never comes out. And it's here.
And it's here now. This deck is, I find it more irritating than Evil Swarms. But I guess it doesn't just, like, play itself.
No, not.
And Evil Swarms just play themselves.
Yeah.
The deck.
And so that's why I think people aren't as... I guess it's not as good as Evil Swarms, maybe.
I just don't think it's as popular because it doesn't, like, give you automatic wins against certain deck types.
Yeah. It doesn't have specific advantage
It doesn't
with
stop your
Ophion.
opponent from doing stuff.
Yeah.
Simplify the game so you can win with your limited brain capacity.
But it'll increase its power once their other monster that allows you to normal summon twice comes out that adds a monster from your graveyard to your hand when it's... It pretty much adds a monster to your graveyard to your hand and then lets you normal summon again. So it's a 1-card Pleiades. Not cool. Yeah, okay. Next.
Evil Swarm.
We're going to do the same thing. We're not going to say everything because there's a lot of them.
1950 attack? Where do you get off making a monster like that? How could you do that?
How dare they?
How dare they?
It deserved to be 1850.
No, it deserved to be 1950.
No, nothing deserves to be 1950.
So,
But they shouldn't have done that. They should have just made it one of the bad Gem Knights.
Mm.
Given it like 1650 with 1850 defense or something.
Nope.
But okay, so Evil Swarms, they're all based off other hidden arsenal monsters in their
Everything
evil
in the
form.
dual terminal.
Yeah, all dual terminal stuff. And they have like very similar effects and stats. Their stats are all 50 different in both cases than their counterpart. Or like, and some of them have like reverse stats, so like they have 50 more defense, but their defense is their attack.
Mm-hmm.
Like so. It's like in the case of Thunderbird has the swap stats.
And Thunderbird, one of their good monsters, it's like a rabbit. During either player's turn, when a card effect is activated, You can banish this card you control, and then during the next standby phase, return this card banished by this effect to the field, and if you do, it gains 300 attack. So it goes up to 1950. And then you can only use the effect of an Evil Swarm Thunderbird once per turn. So...
You can't put 2 of them on the field and be happy about it.
Right. So this is a problem.
What?
Oh, weird, okay. Oh no, it says during your next standby phase. Cool. At one point, people thought it was going to be like the next standby
Yeah, there was
phase.
like a strange... But...
It still says during your next standby phase. Some people thought it was going to have printed text saying the next standby phase.
Yeah, and there was some like controversy about it.
It
I
doesn't
wasn't...
mean that much.
Well, in the Japanese one, it was one, and we were getting news saying it was the other.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like, the difference, that shouldn't be like that.
Usually, you're only going to remove it during opponent's turn anyway, so it doesn't make that much of a difference.
Yeah.
Alright, that's true.
It's just weird.
But, so it dodges everything, and it has 1650, right?
Yep, starts with 16.
And it goes up to 1950. So it's essentially, after it's used effect once, it goes to 1950.
It's a perpetual 1950. After
Yeah.
that.
Basically.
Once it gets removed, it'll just come back in 1950 again.
Yep. There's Thunder, which is slightly relevant. I don't think there's anything that helps by being Thunder.
No, not. It's Thunder for a reason, because it doesn't matter.
Well, and because the original,
The original monster, yeah.
is Thunder. It's one of the best ones. Most of their monsters are random level 4s.
Hmm.
We also got, like you said, Evil Swarm Heliotrope, which is a level 4 normal monster with 1950 attack. Obviously, you're using Rescue Rabbit.
How much defense does it have?
I don't know.
16, probably.
Oh my god, it's better.
No, I think it has really low defense.
Better not have
600.
Something 50.
Is it better?
650.
Oh, it's 650, okay.
Oh.
I thought I had a 6 in it. The reason why my frustration was because I was happy last night. I was playing with the Magna deck. I summoned my, Kokimaru Guardian. 1900 attack, negates effects, Heliotrope. No effect, 1950, kill. It's like,
Not
of
in
all
my
the
house.
things.
Oh,
I don't care about you at all.
You are scared of Sabosaurus? Meet Heliotrope. He summons better monster.
Straight up better.
Is there anything in Evil Swarms that you just want? Because they have a lot of really cool stuff.
I want Thunderbird.
I
I want Thunderbird too.
No, they're not... Oh, and, what is it? There's one that I want. But the next one that's good is
I
Mandoregora.
was about thinking of that card. That card is
I'm not sure if they really run this anymore.
They do.
They do, because it's like, okay.
The Mandragora Craptaster combo.
Yeah, so if your opponent controls more monsters than you do, special summon this card from your hand. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Got respectable stats.
1550 attack, 1450 defense, level 4 plant. Its purpose is just to make Xyz, like that's all. You're not going to do anything else.
Yeah.
So you summon this when you want to Xyz for their pretty nasty Xyz monsters.
Or poke and then exchange.
Yeah, that too.
I'm also looking forward to Evil Swarm Salamandra.
Salamandra.
Because it's a dark dinosaur.
All their monsters have this like hidden meaning to them, like what you're supposed to be doing with them.
Mm.
A lot of them have like a hidden agenda,
What the
but like this one.
Up to twice per turn. Wow. You can banish one monster from your graveyard. This card gains 300 attack until your opponent's next end phase.
And it's any monster.
Mm-hmm.
It's like better than Bazoo.
Mm-hmm. It is. And it's a dinosaur.
Level
it
4
fuels
dinosaur.
Tyranno Infinity.
Tyranno Infinity. Oh, it's the card that does.
It's the card that does. And it's good for, whatever
Whoa.
that thing is called.
That card's gonna put that deck on the map.
Destroyosaurus plus Salamandra.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's the combo.
And then Cosmic Zone or whatever it's called?
Chaos Zone?
Chaos Zone.
That's iffy.
Hey, it's a dark.
I mean, you can add it to your hand if you banish 4 monsters.
Yeah. It banages stuff and it has a lot of attack and it's level 4.
Yeah.
It's good.
Is there a card? And there's kind of a
And
card
it
that
does it
searches
separately,
it.
not at the same time.
Hmm?
It does it separately, not at the same time.
Yeah, so you get 2.
Mm-hmm.
But it accounts every single time.
It can be searched with Fossil Dig, yeah.
Yeah. And their random trap card.
True.
But,
Wait. Is Terra Infinity light or dark?
it's Earth. Doesn't really matter, though.
Dang it. Oh,
It just doesn't really matter. Then, is it? That one's okay. That one's okay, and then okay. The first set has a bunch of, things that you don't really want. But are like, And they've got some more. There's so many of them. How come they just get so many? First, we got Evil Swarm Caster, one of the cards that's used in theirs. It's the evil version of Pollux? No. Yeah. It's the same as the Constellar Monster. It's like, how did the Constellar Monster already become evil? It's a warrior level 4 dark, 1750 attack, 550 defense. And when it's normal summon, you can normal summon an L-Swarm again this turn.
It's a Concealer monster, not a level one?
Yeah, it was the Pollux.
Oh,
The one that's exactly the same, except for Constellars.
okay.
It was already leaning to the dark side.
Yeah, he was already becoming bad. And he obviously makes rank 4s again.
Hmm.
And then there's this other one that I like, just because it's funny.
Versus a little bit.
Evil Swarm Obliviwisp.
Oh, they changed his name.
Yeah. Pyro, level 4, 450 attack, 2050 defense. Oh, man. After damage calculation, if this card battles a monster, negate the effect of the monster that battles it, including in the graveyard. Effect doesn't really matter, because it has enough attack to be used for Blaze Accelerator.
Permanent negation.
Oh, permanent. But I think that's hilarious. I looked at all the cards, I reread them, I was like, it works with everything, even though it's dark. Works with Blaze Accelerator, and it can be shuffled back with Royal Firestorm cards. And it's level 4, and it's not bad.
It has the defense that won't quit.
So you're like, when you need to make that easy, you can just set it. You're like,
Its effect could be annoying.
I need to make that Digeist to Emerald set.
Does it have to be on the face of the field after battle to resolve this effect?
No?
Oh, so they attack it with like Hyperion, so the effect's just negated forever.
Yeah.
Ho, not in my house.
Not in my house. No.
No. Wait a minute, so you're just gonna run this in your lava? I mean, not your lava, but your volcanic deck?
There's like really no reason why you wouldn't.
Ooh.
It's just good, right? It's just good.
It's the kind of jerk card you would run, like Basilisk.
You're in like 2 of it. Why not?
Why not?
I thought about making like Evil Swarm Volcanics. If you just run Thunderbird in this, now you have something.
Evil Volcanics.
You have you have a lot of cool rank 4s.
Oh, wait. If you make that deck, call it...
All of the agents went in the garbage.
No. If you make that deck, call it Kilimanjaro. Dark Volcano deck. Dark Volcanics. Kilimanjaro. Come on. Stop it. Stop doing that. Oh, he wants some.
Kyle needs the dismembered rabbit chocolate.
I guess I'll explain this.
We get it. We got it.
For really no reason, before the podcast started, Matt decided to take one of those 1 pound bunnies that Kyle got for Easter and break it across his sink, I think.
Yeah, I smashed the crap out of this thing.
And now
Got no head.
he's been eating the little chunks of chocolate that are left.
But
He's making a scene about it.
if you've never done it before, just go out to like your grocery store, buy one of the 1 pound giant chocolate rabbits, buy like a couple, because you'll want to do it more than once. Take it to a place that has like a really tough surface, like I use my sink counter, you can use a kitchen counter, and just smash the crap out of it. It's really, really fun.
Do not be alarmed when it starts to smell like chocolate. That is normal.
Yeah, that's you being rewarded.
Just keep
What do you eat it?
Yeah, it's so awesome.
I fail, personally, listeners, I fail to see what is so alluring about smashing stuff.
It's just because the plastic is no. It's just because the chocolate is so disgusting. I don't care.
Oh, really?
It reflects light so well.
So there you have it. It's some personal indulgence.
Imagine
of
throwing a giant chocolate bunny off of a bridge and having it in a car and then explode. It'd be so awesome.
Yeah, don't go out and buy it. Don't go out and do this.
Okay, next
Oh,
Evil Swarm
candies.
card. Completely unrelated to the archetype, it's just good outside of it. Evil Swarm Copelia.
Copelia.
I'm not really sure what monster he is.
Death Copelia.
He looks like a Ally of Justice monster.
If anyone gets that reference, I will give you like $500 or something.
Oh, really?
Death Copelia.
I'll figure out what monster he is right now. Locomotion Argenix, baby.
Locomotion.
Oh yeah, he's got that train.
Locomotion.
But he's a machine, level 6. 2450 attack, 2050 defense.
He's falling.
Cannot be special summoned. Oh, you're tribute summoning him. I wonder what you're running him in. When this card leaves the field because of an opponent's card, either by battle or card effect, target a face-up monster your opponent controls and take control of it until your next end phase.
Not bad.
Monarchs.
Evil Swarms.
Just like
Monarchs.
the regular, just like regular locomotion was running out in Monarchs.
Yeah. You could sync her with that and Genix controller for locomotion or Genix.
Funny.
But why? Now we move on to the
He's
Xyz
good,
monsters.
Wait a minute. If he leaves the field by battle,
By your opponent's card
Dang
effect.
it.
Or battle. Your opponent can tag over it, and you get to take stuff.
yay!
Remember when Dark Necrophere was good?
Yeah.
No. Okay, so the first Xyz monster is Evil Swarm Nightmare. He's a rank 4 that requires 2 level 4 darks. 950 attack, 1950 defense. When your opponent special summons a monster, you can detach an Xyz material from this card, change the special summon monster face down defense position.
Crazy, huh?
It's not that great. Next, we move on to the better one. Evil Swarm Bahamut. He's the Brownic.
Mm-hmm.
2350 attack,
Bahamut.
1350 defense. He requires 2 L Swarm monsters. And you can detach, and then target a face that monster controls. Discard an L Swarm monster and take control of your opponent's monster.
Crazy, huh?
That is
Permanent.
Crazy, huh?
Permanent to take controlage.
I've never seen a battle that's crazy.
That's just, I don't know what to say other than that's really good. And then we get Ophion.
Ophion!
Oh no, first we got
Evil Swarm Thanatos.
Thanatos.
Thanatos. 2 level 4 dark monsters, more generic. And then once per turn, during either player's turn, detach material, and this face-up card is unaffected by other monster effects this turn. 2350, 1350.
it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
The 2350 attack is kind of
Underwhelming.
unimportant almost completely.
It's Raging Riding Unicorn.
Mm-hmm. Which I think is cool. I love this card and the way it works.
Then we got Ophion, which is Gungar.
Ophion, the king of all.
Whose effect is completely unlike its predecessor.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Maybe it's not supposed to be him. I'll check.
Oh yeah, because it's just not supposed to be Gungar.
I'm pretty sure it is because of his
It's
stats.
definitely Gungar.
But I can't see his other head.
Gungar has one head.
Oh, it does have one head, you're right.
Yeah.
For some reason I thought it had 2 because they just escalated
They
in
just
heads.
escalate. Yeah. That would have been cool.
Yeah, it's Gungar. Okay, so Ophion, rank 4, requiring 2 L Swarms, 2550 attack, 2650 defense.
Yep.
While it has Xyz material.
Level 5 or higher monsters cannot be special summoned once per turn. You can detach a material, add 1 infestation spell or trap card from your deck to your hand.
One of those plus lane monsters.
Mm-hmm. So
The highest attack one.
Obviously, you get an infestation card, and then it still has material, so it still fulfills its job.
Ridiculous effect.
Mm.
Which is, that just like shuts lots of decks down that are reliant on such high level monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Which is fine with me. Then we got Ouroboros.
Mm.
He's the triple generic rank 4 Trishula, 2750 attack, 1950 defense. Once per turn you can activate one of its effects, and you can only use each of its effects once while it's face up. First one is target a card your opponent controls and return it to the hand. Second one is send a random card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard. Then the last one, target a card in your opponent's graveyard and banish it.
The reason why I don't care about this card is because I sacrifice 3 monsters, and then I compulse 1 card back to their hand.
I'd do it.
Crazy.
For 3 monsters?
It's the best triple that I'm probably gonna get.
Well, yeah, sure, it's a good triple, but I mean, I feel like you can get monsters that are more productive, that are...
Oh yeah, but what if they're wasteful for us?
Huh?
What if it's completely wasteful level 4 monsters and you need removal? Because rank 4s don't have removal, so and you've got that extra level 4.
What rank 4s don't have removal?
None of them.
What?
Rank 4s don't have removal effects.
Diamond Direwolf and Black Corn?
Oh, I'm not gonna Diamond Direwolf. That's stinky. That's like suiciding. Literally, it's suicide.
It is literally suicide.
It's sabotage.
Blackcorn, most of the time,
But you
they're in
still
that
keep
situation
that
where you
third
can't
monster.
Blackcorn. They have Hyperion on the field. You need to Xyz summon because your level 4s don't
You're
do
going to
anything else.
return Hyperion to the
No,
hand?
that sucks. You can just attack over it.
You could.
But, you just discard one of their cards, then you attack
If
over
they
it.
don't have Gotchi still.
Here's what I would rather do.
Then you bounce their Gotchi to their hand and attack over it.
You summon Yugioh the Arisen, and then you attack over Hyperion. And then you pat yourself on the back.
You did it.
it.
You did it. Then you summon Daiga Samuel for none. And just keep reviving it.
What?
Yeah.
You keep reviving Gaga Gigo the Risen.
It doesn't care.
And then you send one random card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard.
That one's good. That one's bad, actually,
Yeah.
because bad things have happened because this exists.
Why?
Hand loops. Infinite Ouroboros has occurred. And now we'll be a part of it.
Woo.
But, infestation cards. There's really only, like, 2 that matter. But the third one is actually pretty good, so.
There's the first one that comes in the pack, which is Infestation Pandemic, which is essentially the one that you add directly to your hand with Ophion if you're not thinking. All face-up Illstorm monsters you currently control are unaffected by other spell and trap cards this turn. So, Lansu.
Except for every monster with no attack class, and it's searchable.
Whoa.
And then their other one, what is it? It is...
Infestation Terminus.
Not that one.
No.
Infestation Infection.
Whoa.
Continuous trap. Shuffle an Elsewhere monster in your hand or on the field into the deck. Add an Elsewhere monster from your deck to your hand.
Oh.
And it's chainable, so you like attack, and they're like deepers, and you like shuffle back to the deck.
Perpetual
Search an
-1.
Elsewhere monster.
Oh.
Except you add it to your hand for free, so. You just run 1. And it makes all your monsters Thunderbird all of a sudden.
Oh.
And then the other one that you said, Terminus.
There's like the name.
It has this crazy picture. Infestation Terminus. Normal trap. Target an Elsewhere monster you control on 2 cards your opponent controls. Banish the Elsewhere monster and return the second 2 to the hand.
That's not cool.
It's not great.
It's like weak sauce.
Weak Icarus, yeah. And it's like you have to banish your monster too, so it hurts even more.
I guess you have to expect that when it's searchable, they have to water it down.
That's true. You could search it, and like right before Ophion's about to die, you're like, no! So it's not a bad card. It's just not as awesome as Pandemic. And that's like everything.
Yeah. Oh, also, rarities. We have the rarities as
We
well. Pretty much all of the Xyz monsters,
Fusions.
the
Fusions and rituals.
and the rituals are going to be the secret rares.
Let's see.
The spells and traps are also going to be secret rares.
Constellar Zubin Chalamai. Zubin Shamali is a secret. Why? I don't know. So don't open that. What's some
Oh,
other?
because it's the level 5 one.
Yeah, most of the like random spells and traps are secret. Constellar
mix of
Star
secret.
Chart.
A mixture of secret and super.
That's
Because
true.
the Infestation Pandemic is a super, that's nice.
DD Esper Star Sparrow is a secret. Tin Goldfish is a secret. Ha.
No surprises there.
Not really. Sophia is a secret. Oh, we didn't talk about Sophia. I'll open it up for a moment. And that's all the Xyz, and those, like, 5 cards I mentioned are secret, the rest are super.
Oh!
Okay. Sophia, in case you didn't know, this is like the ugliest creature to touch the earth. It's just disgusting, I don't understand. Okay, Sophia, the goddess of rebirth. Level 11, fairy, dark. 3,600 attack, 3,400 defense. They should have given it 4,000. Why would they do that? Man-cow woman. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned from your hand by banishing 1 face-up ritual, fusion, synchro, and Xyz monster from anywhere on the field. That includes your opponent. And cannot be special summoned in other ways. This card's special summon cannot be negated. When this card is special summoned, banish all cards from both players' hands, fields, and graveyards. Card effects cannot be activated in response to this effect's activation.
You did it.
You did it. I remember when this card came out, there was like all these like challenges, or there was like win the game by summoning Sophia. I don't know, why'd they call it Sophia?
I don't know.
The ultimate creator goddess.
Sophia.
Sophia!
So you've done it. You've managed to, through guile or trickery, trick your opponent into summoning one of them, and then summoning the other 4 by yourself.
What?
You summon the 4 types of monsters, right?
Yeah, of course.
But you can take them from your opponent, too.
Mm.
So if they Xyz randomly, you can just be like, yes, you've done it. Game over.
Hey, the Instant Fusion Hero Junk Synchron deck. Can
Oh,
run
exactly.
Sophia.
You could run like Tech 2.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Why not?
Yeah, why
I
not?
think of a few reasons.
The problem with this card is you don't just win either.
Why is it
It
dark?
does banish everything. But it's only got 36, so it takes minimum 2 more turns to attack for a game. So it gives them 2 chances to draw out. Essentially. Which kind of sucks. Unless you draw a monster that just like wins the next turn. But you're running a deck that summons all that stuff, so you don't run that.
Mm.
You draw instant fusion again, like a buddy. You're like, whether you guys are going to draw something, you're pretty much gambling.
Hey man, draw Instant Fusion, then draw any summonable monster.
If I
and it's
jump
not
through
terrible.
all these hoops, I expect to win.
Yes, I drew Stratos!
Woo!
Yeah,
Next
so...
turn, I
it's a
draw
fun
smashing
card,
down.
Yeah, I know. Oh, yes, I drew Dark Hole! Dark Hole! Sophia's dead. And you're like, oh. Oh, now this is a dirty top deck war.
An act of God? How did that happen? I have Sophia.
I control a goddess.
You were reborn as a Dark Hole.
Universes
No.
are colliding. Dark hole.
Not even the goddess can survive a dark hole.
She just hides. Oh,
But, that's like, that card technically ended the Hidden Arsenals.
Yeah.
Even though there's, like, more cards that they just, like, took out of here, like, jerks.
She got called to the Hidden Arsenal world because things were, like, bad. And there was all this, like, bad stuff going on. She was like, you know what?
all of the
No.
gustos were like decaying, and they were like making things stink, especially with the battlefield full of blood and anger. And she was like, "Huh? What's going on down there?"
The way you said that was like, I imagine like a huge like god face, like a generic, just like a white face, just like, hey, what's going on there? What are you guys doing?
Wait, I got it. You fusion summon Zirconia, and then you ritual summon with it. And then you de-summon Emerald and bring back Zirconia. And now you need, what's the other one, Synchro?
Synchro, yeah,
That's tough.
that is tough.
Suck nuts.
Run Summoner Monk.
Wait, what did you fusion with? You fusioned with something. You fusioned with Lazuli.
Did you normal summon this turn?
No.
Oh, there you go.
You fusioned with Lazuli, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you summon Junk Synchron.
Jinx.
You bring it back, yeah.
Exactly.
And now you only have to make it easy.
And then you
No,
didn't,
you
you
have to
didn't draw Sophia.
And
And I guess you attack for game.
now you don't care about Sophia.
Because you have all that on the field.
And now
No, you attack and then you summon Sophia.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. That's
To make sure it's game-ish.
On guard.
charcoal. So this card.
But you drew Dark Hole, and I summoned Sophia, and you banished it. But, so that's like the entire pack.
You said dark hole like a fool.
No, why did I set my Dark Hole?
I've seen you do it before.
I've done it before.
Why'd you do that? It would have been so much better off if you didn't do it.
If I just played it immediately.
Yeah.
Listener comments and questions.
Yes. After the break.
Welcome back for listener comments and questions.
Yeah, we made it.
We made it.
Okay, Justin, you made
There
it.
was never a question. Hey,
Okay, one comment today. And then one, there's one review, but I guess we'll say it. But one question. He says a couple of questions, so it's a couple, actually. After a long time, in quotes. Not in quotes, in parentheses. By Red Nova, 917. Hey, YCG crew. Despite my long absence from the iTunes page, I have been keeping up to date with the podcasts. Congrats on making it to 100 episodes. Since you're going back through past episodes and updating, even though we kind of aren't, but we could. Now that they think we are, we got them hooked.
The reason why we didn't do it first was because the monster Blackwing, Graham the Shining Star, was not out yet.
Is it out?
Yes.
What did it come out in?
Yugioh F04.
I need it.
what
But,
does that mean? F04.
It's the next F-Zero game.
Oh.
The Sparkling Star?
The Shining Star.
Fun made this.
Or did Rihanna make it?
Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D is Volume 4.
Manga.
I remember this.
Oh
You
my
buy
gosh.
this from eBay? Amazon?
Are you the master? We didn't even...
Why did this come up all of a sudden?
I didn't see this coming. Did you see this coming?
What is this?
No, it's not.
5Ds. 5Ds. Volume 4. This card just like came and went.
Prepare to pay $6.
In stock. Huh.
Huh.
Well, I should just get this, right?
Might as well.
Does it come with a card? Says card inside.
Intel inside, actually.
Okay, so sorry, that was sidetracked. And he says,
How good is that?
since you're going back through past episodes and updating, do you think you could do Insectors 2 episode or no, Jamas 2? Oh.
Oh, we should do that.
Or a new fish episode. That one's actually legitimate.
It'd be so cool to call it like Insectors 2.
But in a new fish one, he says it's been 85 episodes, LOL, since we've done fish. Oh.
The fish scape has changed.
It's totally different now. It's just ridiculous. But for the Fix It Friday, do we PM the deck fixer once the deck stays in the system until you guys pick it? Or do we have to PM the deck fixer every other Friday?
No, just PM it once, and it'll be
It'll
locked
be in there.
Yeah.
Also, whatever happened to Theorio Thursday? LOL. Matt did 2 and quit all of a sudden. At least just-in-time case gave us an excuse for quitting his investment portfolio.
Wow, Justin.
What?
You apparently got out of that one.
Yeah, and whenever you can, could you get What's-His-Face Riley back on? He's pretty cool.
Right. I have Riley's number, and I was going to be like, Riley, get over here.
Huh. Keep up the great work, my just-in-time case, said Kyle. It's just Kyle and the guest, that Joe guy, and What's-His-Face Riley. Red Nova 917 out. So what happened to Theorio Thursday, Matt?
I was like, I can do other things that have a much better timeline. Well, I think I started doing Theorio Thursday during the holiday season,
Yeah.
and I just could not do it. It was too much between like work and then coming up with ideas. Instead, I was like, we can do something that has all of us
Yeah, I
and do it on a much better time schedule that kind of... Well, I mean, I could do Theorio Thursday.
I'd do it, but then it'd be harder to write articles, because I would just make it into an article.
I give that excuse an 8 out of 10.
I mean, honestly, it's not that good of an excuse. I could do it
3.
if I really, 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 really wanted to, and
Well,
maybe I will.
I like the defiance. It's like, I could do it.
I could.
I'm just choosing not to.
I am choosing not to.
Yeah, that's why I'm giving you an 8 out of 10.
Okay. Well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't want to be doing Theorio Thursday and working on a card game and thinking about getting this podcast.
How dare you?
Oh, man, it hurts, Justin.
How dare you listeners decide something
I'm
of
being
Matt?
really sincere.
He's working really hard. He is.
Maybe that came across a lot more barbed than I intended.
And I did say I would do it again. I just didn't say when.
So it's on hiatus.
It is on
Good.
hiatus.
Final escape.
I don't think it has a official. It never was going to officially be every Thursday. Was
Jettison it.
But it was just going to be whenever it happens. It'll be on Thursday.
Well, the thing about Theory Thursday was, like, I wanted to do it, and then I wanted to see how it was received and kind of what ideas that I would come up with, and I wanted to, like, understand how I would do it so I can make it better moving forward. Because it's like, do I want to do deck ideas? Do I want to do single card ideas? Does it become a card review thing, which I think is kind of boring? If it's just a card review every time. So I just wasn't sure what I wanted to
So
turn
it wasn't
into.
clearly defined?
No, it was not clearly defined enough.
It was not clearly defined opens?
No.
Oh.
You don't get to do that.
Me, I'm just wallowing in my own obscure references. But no.
I thought you said you were going to stop doing that.
Oh.
Making references that only you would understand.
Whoops.
It's clearly an illogical
my resolution
thing.
I forgot.
It is completely.
I mean,
dissolved.
you have to make references that are unbiased.
Unbiased.
You know, unprejudiced, fair.
Yeah. References that
I got that one.
I didn't
He made a reference that you didn't get. Take that.
It
Okay.
feels good. No.
Doesn't feel good.
Oh yeah, investment profile. Yeah. I hate investment. I hate it so much.
But you were so passionate, Justin.
I was, and then I was like, it got so boring.
You're
Not
bored of
interesting.
making money? You sound like a poor person.
I don't want to be. I didn't want to put me out there.
I'm bored of making money.
That's their excuse.
I'm
bored.
tired of making money.
That's terrible.
That's, yeah.
Logical.
Everybody can say terrible things on this podcast every once in a while.
I'm tired of
No, Matt. You are pure and perfect. You cannot. No, like, you know what? I'm just tired of making money. I think I'll just stop.
I bet you would be. You made way more than enough money. Just stop.
Just stop. No, I don't have very much, but I'm tired of it. Tired of this money. But one last thing, the guy, Funkmeister444, he says, a great podcast that's funny and informational. Nice.
And the title? All you need to know about Yu-Gi-Oh.
Everything. You shouldn't even play Yu-Gi-Oh! Because everything you need to know is here.
Don't play Yu-Gi-Oh. Just listen to us, and we will guide you.
Into, like, a river or something.
Only go to regionals based on what we've told you. Don't play test or learn anything on your own.
That's exactly what I do.
We will spoon feed you.
Don't play test and just do everything on your own.
That's not true.
You play test with us.
I do.
Yep.
Oh man, I was playing Nate with my dragon deck the other day, and then I accidentally did everything possible except for summoning Dragonith. I was like, I won't tribute summon Dragonith over my Dark Flare Dragon. That's too much. And it was like 100 behind game. And I was like, I didn't know I was going to do so much damage.
Did you win?
I won the next turn.
Oh.
I somehow summoned everything
You're
except for...
sloppy. You gotta go for perfect game now. You gotta go for it again.
When I go for perfect game, things go terribly wrong. Terribly wrong.
I should have documented that. That was so hilariously bad that maybe it's a good thing we forgot about it.
It's happened twice, too. Okay, so... is this week Fix It Friday? Right?
No.
Next week is, right?
Next
We did
week,
one
yeah.
last week. Okay.
Yes.
So, submit your decks.
To Fix It Friday.
To
The
Fix It
Dex
Friday.
Fixer on the forum.
Deck
DM
Fixer.
him.
Go to the deck fixing link on the website. It'll have the instructions you need. It'll give
On
you
the
an overview
website,
of
which
what
is
it is.
YCGPodcast.com.
If you're this week lucky winner, we will take your deck and we will improve it in ways that you probably never imagined.
Yeah, we're doing some experimentation with what we're actually going to be doing with Fix It Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sometimes we were like, maybe we'll actually fix it. Sometimes we'll just take an idea and run with it like we did this last time.
If the idea is solid, then we'll probably tweak it so it's
Yeah, because sometimes if you give us a deck that's just good, we can't fix it, obviously, if it's already working. So we would have to take an idea and just go as far as we can with it almost.
Pick an aspect of the deck and expound it.
Like the last one.
The Amoeba deck.
Yeah, that was good. Rat Patrol. That's what we're going to call that deck.
Rat Patrol.
Rat Patrol.
Oh, your deck?
It's always watching.
You're on Rat Patrol.
Mm-hmm.
Just two rats, they work in pairs.
Also, yesterday, I believe, posted the basic types of summoning video for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Rulebook that we're doing. And that basically has all the basic types of summoning that you can do from your hand. And
You mean normal summons.
Huh?
That's the normal summon video.
It is everything that you can do to summon a monster in that episode. You can normal summon it, set it, special summon. We just didn't go in depth on special summon.
Oh, but then we will soon be doing the special summon
Yes,
video.
basically. We are going to be doing an entire video on special summoning and the ways that special summoning can be broken and ways to understand it vis-a-vis Thunder King, vis-a-vis Monster Reborn, vis-a-vis
Nami.
It's all in the morning, it's all in judgment.
Ophianda.
Nami, Ophion.
No.
Solemn. Negate summons.
Mhm. So if you have any other things that you would like us to do for the rulings, either post them on the
Comments on the YouTube.
YouTube, email them to us, rulings@YCGPodcast, or however else you want to get in touch with us.
.com.
You did it, so I didn't have to.
The Expedia reference?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And what else is there?
That's like it-ish. It-ish.
I think so.
You're forgetting something.
If we're missing something, then we'll tell you about it next week.
What are we doing next week?
What are we doing next week? I think we're going to go back in the past and redo something.
Are we?
But what is it? Who knows? It'll be a secret until
we
then.
should do Gusto.
Oh, never.
Never?
Have we done Gusto?
No.
I will not be on a podcast with Gustos.
What?
They were obliterated for a reason.
Sophia.
What are you talking about?
They were genocided. They were basically killed. They weren't
No,
killed.
that was the Mist Valley.
No, they weren't killed like the Mist Valley were like completely genocided by one thing, but they were systematically destroyed.
Why do you not like Gusto?
I hate them.
Why?
I hate. They don't do anything that I find interesting.
They're
wait
so
there.
uninteresting.
They wait there and then
They wait for their own demise.
Okay.
I think they literally do. So I think I'm disappointed with Gustos is just because they look so cool, but they're not like.
This is what's going to happen. In like maybe 20 or 30 episodes, you're not going to be able to make it to a podcast because something's going to come up. And when we do...
I don't want to talk about Gusto.
No.
The One Man Justin Show.
Hey, like, hey guys, what are you doing
Just
this
made up
week?
your theme song.
No.
Like that.
Oh, no.
He's like, what was everybody doing this week? He's like, well, I was playing with Gustos.
No, when Matt's
I was playing with
Matt's
Gusto.
not here, whatever we're going to do, it's going to get thrown out of the window. It's going to immediately become the Gusto cast.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah, you can
Why
do whatever
not?
you want to do when you're by yourself.
Why would you want to do the Gusto cast?
Can you record with your computer, like sound?
Yeah.
You should make the Gusto cast.
You should make the Theorio Thursday.
I'm not going to play Gustos with myself.
Okay, then we're not doing Gustos.
What? You just can't say we're not doing an archetype. We've been purposely avoiding that archetype for like the longest time.
We've avoided many archetypes.
Okay, how about this?
Like
How about
flag.
this? I won't guarantee that we'll never do Gustos. I will guarantee that we will keep doing what we've done before,
Which is in Gustos.
which is avoid Gustos. I'm not saying we won't ever do it. I'm just saying we're going to keep avoiding
Don't
it.
be political about this. Get out of here.
We almost get a chance to
Listeners,
redo Archfiends.
If you want
Oh, true.
Gustos, request them. If you don't want them, don't
This
request
isn't a
them.
matter of request.
If enough people say Gustos, you will have to do them. Otherwise, it will grow angry.
I don't know.
It will grow restless.
So what I'll do right now is I'll solicit.
Do a poll.
What?
Make a poll.
No, it'll be a poll. Who likes the Gusto archetype?
Yes.
Typing it right now. Should I say if we were to do a Gusto podcast, would you guys be down with that?
Would you guys be interested in knowing stuff about Gustos?
Would you guys be interested?
What would minimum
Because I'm
threshold?
not. That's one of those ones that I'd skip. 'Cause I'm like, I don't care. I don't need to learn anything.
What? What's the minimum threshold of approval you want to need?
I need it to surprise me.
Wow.
Like one person, that doesn't surprise me.
What about like 70%?
70% of the people. Oh, okay, we can do a percentage. You want to do over 50%?
Okay.
It ain't
I
gonna
think
happen.
people will say it.
It ain't gonna happen.
That's why I don't want to agree to that, because I don't want to have to do it if they want it.
Don't be it.
We've
I want it to be so landslide that we have to do it, or else I don't want to do it.
so 95%,
What?
75.
75,
75 or more?
3/4 majority.
No, 2/3 majority, so 70%. Round up.
66%.
70.
70.
He said 70. He was okay with that.
Fair enough. Yeah.
66%.
Why would I?
Higher
give
the
it
percent. Why not?
All right.
You heard him. If we get 70% of this, when's the poll date gonna
See,
end?
now that we're telling them that there's a poll, they'll just do it to spite us. That's why I don't like it.
I know,
Or will
listening to you
70%
pretty
of them
awesome.
do it despite us?
Hey, if we do
If
it...
you really hate us, please don't.
Wait, what?
Just don't do it. Just don't vote for us just because you hate us and you want us to do something we hate. If you truly are good listeners, you'll vote for not Gustos.
What? Get out of here. I want to do Gustos. There's so much potential. so much wasted potential.
Matt, you've got so much potential.
Matt, as one who also has potential, Matt should know.
That's why he doesn't like them. They reflect himself. The potential to move forward.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
How about who likes the Gusto archetype?
What? That's not.
Maybe.
Maybe? You can't get
Okay, so we'll end it right there. Next week we'll be going back in time to resurrect one of our old episodes. But at this point we are not allowed to say which one.
Legally binding.
Yeah, so this is Kyle.
This is
Oliver.
Justin. Hell.
And this is
Matt
Carter.
Carterius.
Yes.
Carterius
And this is the end of the podcast.
Carterius Leviticus, Leviticus 7.
Thank you, goodbye.